Hello! Welcome to session 8 of Dungeons and Demigods. So first let's start by introducing everyone. Hi, I'm the person who forgot to do a sound check at the start of this, so I will be doing it right now as the rest of these people intro themselves. Maddie! Alright, Justin, go ahead.
Hello. Welcome to Dungeons and Demigods. My name is Justin, also known as Freddy's roommate on the internet. This is a sound check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that
Kiki?
good?
You're good. You
You're
fucking
muted.
bitch.
Oh, you're muted.
I fucking knew it. Everyone took it so serious, and I was like, you dick.
You're the worst.
Hi, I'm Kiki. This is my normal speaking voice. This is my quiet speaking voice. And this is my high speaking voice.
Love to hear it. Ree.
Hi, I'm Ree. A check. More than one.
Do it again. One more time.
More than one? You want more?
Okay,
I
that's
forgot
enough. Faye, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Faye, and the next time you want to buy a 250 gold magic item from the potion seller, just kiss him on the mouth instead.
Real.
Does that work for a sound check?
Yeah, no, that worked.
think it
That
does.
worked.
Okay.
B, go ahead.
For you especially.
Hi everyone. I'm B. This is me doing sound check. Hello. Hi. This is my speaking voice. I do the speaky thing. Sometimes I don't do the speaky thing though. Sometimes
I love James being like,
Yep.
check in the chat. Amazing. Thank you, everyone.
we appreciate you.
That means I get to save my bit for next week, so
Mhm.
I'm prepped and ready, y'all. Alrighty. First, we'll start off with letting you guys know that, as always, in the corner we have our content warning. So this just means that we have a list of all of the content warnings that could possibly appear during this session, because we want to keep you guys as safe as can be. This usually gets updated every single session, so just be sure to refresh if you haven't read it in a while. Love you all. Next, we're gonna have Justin talk about our Patreon.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Are you tired of your favorite YouTubers and content creators going behind a paywall for absolutely no reason? Well, welcome to Dungeons and Demigods, where you can help Maddie directly and start contributing to her Patreon. She doesn't have to worry about all those pesky problems as maybe one white guy cheats on his wife, one Asian guy leaves the group, and all the other problems that content creators go through. So don't wait. Go to Patreon right now and give Maddie money. Thank you. I'm so
It took me a second to realize that was the Try Guys.
That is so
who?
fucking
The who?
funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, just to recap. Kiki and Justin's one shot, which has been covered
I wasn't
for
done.
some
I wasn't
time.
done.
Go ahead. I am so sorry.
There's more to this bit.
Yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
wait,
I got more
there's
YouTubers
more.
to drag.
For only $3.95 a month.
Yes. Instead of us inflicting trauma onto Maddie, Maddie inflict trauma onto me and Kiki. Do you want to know what Theo actually did? Do you want to know if Rowan is actually alive? Tune in to the Patreon and you'll find out. Right now. The end.
Yay! It's $5, and you get access to 2 of the episodes, and then one of them is for free. You just have to become
That's
a free member.
crazy.
But yeah, links in chat, and it's also in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. You should totally support us. The money doesn't only go to me, we split it.
No, support the Patreon so Maddie doesn't start her own streaming service. So it works out for
Exactly.
everyone, right?
Love. Alrighty. And now we're gonna have Ree talk about our Discord.
We have a Discord. There's a lot of fun things happening in it. You can discuss episodes. You can share memes. You can share art. You can talk about Bridgerton. Who cares? It's a fun Discord with a cool communal space You should join it. Someone should do the clicky thing for the Discord and the
It's
chat.
it's already the.
already there.
I don't have it open at the moment.
Fair enough.
I only have my character sheet.
You need that. Thank you so much. Alrighty. And lastly, as always, we have our little donation screen in the corner. That's because we are working with Operation Olive Branch in order to raise money for a family currently trying to escape Gaza. The mother of this family and one of the daughters did manage to make it out of Gaza and are currently in Egypt, but they are still needing to pay their exorbitant rent and save enough money to get the mother's surgery in order to remove her brain tumor, and they also need money for the rest of the family to get out so they can be reunited again. You will have a little pop-up occur in the corner if you donate, and we will give you a nice big shout out and a thank you at the end. So please donate if you can so you can directly support and save lives. Thank you. Alright, now I wonder what happened last session. So Faye, can you please give us the recap? But can you please give us the recap as if you were telling a true crime story on a podcast? You're muted.
I was gonna say
The
I would
bit's
love
over.
to.
The bit's over. You don't have to be muted anymore. I appreciate it.
Stealing Justin's bit. You have fantastic time. I did the thing. Fantastic timing as well. You'll get me for this. I just finished writing the recap as well.
Period.
Okay. So, at the last... Okay, let me get into this voice. Murder.
That's good.
Now, at the end of the last session, actually, let's start at the beginning. We started with a level of exhaustion. We got up to Mount Etna, to the door that Dionysus pointed out, and we convinced the cable car guy that we're geology students, because why are we going to an exploding volcano? None of his business. Have a conversation about Kaya and who is behind Kaya? Who knows? We get up there, shit is loose as a goose. But we're on top of it, barely. Truly barely avoiding falling in lava multiple times. But hey, we're technically professionals. Bolt is unsalvageable, no hope to rebuild it, but Moni gets the dogs out and can fully walk through lava. She's now immune. And we fix the forge. We search for weapons, blueprints, and clues. Monique can change infusions without a long rest. And now that we've completed the quest from Dionysus, Jezebel now has advantage on any saving throws against being charmed or mind-controlled. We try to iris message Tessa in the underworld to ask her a question, but it doesn't go through. Iris appears instead, looking surprised, then shuts off the connection. Damn, what the hell? Talk about going to Arcadia when Jezebel brings up what Dionysus told her to tell Theo. And Jezebel uses insight to figure out that it's not that Theo won't talk about his quest, it's that he can't. Jezebel uses detect thoughts after asking if he trusts her and holds out her hand for him to take. After 2 attempts, realizes that he was commanded not to talk about what happened on the quest, and we find out what happened. Rowan was a child of Zeus. Theo was given a letter with the quest. They, Theo and Mila, found Rowan, and he didn't want to go to the ocean again. Satyr tells Theo that people are watching, and it just needs to look real. So Theo pushes Rowan off the cliff, but casts levitation. And then Mila isn't sure what she saw at the bottom. Theo cries from the relief of people finally knowing the truth. And we all go back down the mountain. Ash understands that Theo didn't break the command, while Mila processes everything. There is a bit of rumbling in the distance after we get down to the bottom, where there are 2 guys, one with a wolf cut, another with a top knot. Both of them pretty scarred, kinda hot, but also very scary. Monique fails a wisdom saving throw, hears Nerissa screaming, and Marius yelling, and a sphinx asking her to answer the question. Ares comes out and tears ass. Tears off.
You know what now?
Yeah.
You know
What now?
tears off, and tells his boys to hurry up because they're waiting for mom. They're gonna go see mom. And that's where we pick up.
And that's what you missed, ugly.
Glee.
Love, love, love. Be sure to subscribe to the Patreon for behind the scenes footage.
And if you want us to murder someone, we
This
will.
was written by ChatGPT. And all of my research was done by
No.
watching another crime podcast and copying it.
God damn it.
Anyways.
This has been Only Murders with the Demigods.
Our Homer quote for the night is, "Men grow tired of sleep, love, singing and dancing sooner than war." And we begin. You all... Monique, you're still shaking yourself out of that stupor, though that pair of twins, still both of them are just staring at you curiously for a moment before they both just smile and say, "Coming!" and turn and start kind of heading back towards the figure, that large figure who is still leaning on his motorbike. You see in the back of his bike, you now see, originally you think the worst, and then you realize that massive pool of red is in fact an extremely oversized bouquet of roses. And he sits there waiting before he seems to lower his sunglasses and look over the group. Who the fuck are you then?
A sort of gaggle of demigods. I don't know if there's a necessary group name.
Oh yeah, right. I know you. You, gave me the caffeinated shit. I respected
Yes.
that. That was cool. Not that
Thank
cool.
you.
It was more like I had a morbid
It's not my
curiosity.
best work. Yeah, it's not my best work. I've made people angrier.
That's good. Alright, and he looks to the other two and goes, "Apologize?" And the two of them just go, and look back to you, Monique. And for a second you're like, "Oh, I'd rather they not look at me. Actually, that's cool if they just left." And both of them just start stalking towards you, like eerily walking at the same time.
Oh, alors it is fun.
My notes have disappeared. There they are.
Oop.
I'm sorry. The whole thing
I
is
thought this
loading.
was a prolonged
It's
thing
okay.
Yeah.
of
You
them.
know
to
what?
say. I was like,
Sometimes the pauses are just me going, words disappear. And you see the one with red hair who had first spoken to you, asking you the question, kind of just very politely smiles and says, "I want to apologize for our rudeness before. We're dreadfully sorry." And the other one, who has a little bit more of like a crazed look in his eyes, who had come up and started mimicking Narissa's voice, just goes like, we just find it really intriguing how endlessly haunted you are by your past. But we promise to ask permission next time or wait until we are joined on a battlefield.
I appreciate that. I accept your apology.
And Phobos just nods and goes like, so who might you be? You're all very interesting.
I think like
Don't
as
like
soon
the
as he
way you
says
said
that, Mike's
that.
just like, oh.
You see, like, the one with red hair is, like, looking over each of you and is, like, drinking you all in, as all of you are teeming with terror at near a constant pace, and he's like, yes. All of you are fresh meat to these two. And
Oh.
I'm sorry. We will be polite. I am Phobos, god of fear. And this is my brother, Deimos. Wait, no. Deimos? I got it right the first time. The god of panic and despair. I'm the subject, he's the reaction. And the other one just nods and says like, you know, fight, flight. And then he glances at Manik and goes, freeze. Who are
You know, there's also a fourth reaction that some say that's fond, that is like, oh, I want you to like me so badly so that you don't hurt me. I bet you can guess what mine is. I have a quick question for you, my Lord Ares. We are sort of higher right now, partly because there seems to be a problem with sleeping at the moment.
Yeah,
So we cannot rest.
I've noticed that. Kind of fucking weird.
Indeed.
Sorry. What do you mean by higher? I don't really...
Mutual transaction of, you know, demigods do things for gods. You give us a boon in tow. Sort of just a fetch quest is perhaps what we were thinking of.
Isabel, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know if that's.
I really don't. Do you know any other gods who are going to answer us?
What do you
Before
want?
we-
Literally anyone else.
I'm not agreeing.
Ambrosia?
I'm just interested.
Oh yes, of course. We can just talk. This is just talk. Ambrosia, enough that we may rest and be healed once.
He kind of unclips his belt and has like a large flask, and he just shakes it like
Oh,
this.
sick.
Well, you know, I always love to help, but I don't really need anything. And then you see Deimos in the corner is just like, randomly speaks up out of nowhere, just goes like, there is that kid that Sandals was on your ass about. And then Eric just looks to the side and goes like, first of all, only I can call him that. Respect your elders, don't steal my fucking joke. Second, good idea, gold star. Alright, maybe I have something. So what, you do something for me, you just want some sleepy go-go juice or whatever.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, fine. I'll give you Chuckle Fucks a quest, but he looks to Monique. What's your end game? What are you lot doing? Shouldn't you be tottering on back to your island or whatnot?
We want to find where my father is.
Right. I'm not rhyming this or bullshit. I'm just gonna tell you.
Well, thank God for that.
So, about 800 years ago, I saw this story about the bloke who found the sword in a rock or some shit, and I was like, that sounds great. So I commissioned your dad and fucking Bronte Stereonagi for like a super cool sword. then I popped it in the ground and I forgot about it. Yeah, some fuckwit kid in Caring found it. The gods reckon that's a bit irresponsible. Personally, I think accidental property damage and maiming builds character, but they don't seem to agree. So, if you nick the sword back, we'll have a deal. I'm in Paris for the weekend, so you can just bring it there.
Do we have a choice?
I mean, you
We
can
want to
just
sleep.
not have the thing. Who the fuck are you? I'm not the one who started it. And she looks to Jezebel and just goes, sorry, who's Yappers McGee over here?
Well, it is a group, so we do confer on whether or not we're doing a group thing.
And you didn't think to
Sort of like-
confer
No.
beforehand?
Yeah,
Uh,
we
Are
should
you wasting
confirm
my
I
fucking
just-
time?
No.
It's been a very long day. Sorry.
can I
Look,
ask
if you
Aries a
don't want
question?
anything, I can just
Can you not
leave.
fuck with us right now? Like, can we just have a deal?
Mila.
That's pretty accurate.
Can I ask Aries a question?
Sure. As he stares at Milo, go ahead.
God of War, Aries. I'm Theo. Buchanan. Here are my friends. I've taken bad deals from gods, and I just want to know what's in it for you. What happens if you get this sword back? What happens to us if we go get it? I'm interested in helping, but I'm not interested in being a weapon.
His eyes break finally from Mila. Though Mila, like, looking into this guy's eyes, a sunglass is still lowered. As you look in, it's almost like you can see, like, rolling explosions in his eyes. And while you
Oh,
are
that's why you wear
driven by
sunglasses.
pure anger right now, a little part of you is like, ooh, like, your, like, survival instincts are like, don't do that, but your emotions are like, fuck you. As he
They're
then
fighting.
turns his extremely intimidating gaze to Theo. Well, unfortunately, that's kind of your task for existing, yeah? You guys
No.
maybe have it a bit worse, but we're all in the same boat, destiny, and following orders and all that. Just kind of comes with the task. But look, I don't need to help you if I don't want to. But he looks to Monique again and says, I'm interested in supporting your cause, as it were.
Merci.
But look, it's a free will and all that bollocks. You don't have to do anything. In fact, you can do whatever you like. Can't really protect you from the consequences though, especially if they come from me. So look, and he looks back to Milo and just says, we all have choices, and you can have a choice right now. Either, you know, die here, stupid, because of your mouth, or you can die honorably with a sword in your hand. Which would you fucking prefer? Can you roll a wisdom saving throw for me?
I absolutely can, because
Fuck.
the Mylan is so snarky. Oh, that was actually good. Okay, that's an 18.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna say, like, you don't poop your pants because you're holding yourself together quite well and you don't flinch, but as he like stares you down, you feel like that rolling wave of the threat. And very much that, like, you do feel that spark of fear in your chest. He did get, like, what did he get? He got a 27 for intimidation. So,
God.
Yeah, that's spooky.
Literally.
you
Ugh.
do, like, break that eye contact. And you do a, like, ooh, yeah. That made me angry, but that's the god of anger.
Get it
Do we
from
have
him.
an understanding? I said, do we have an understanding?
We go get
Yeah.
the sword, and you give us ambrosia. Correct? That's the deal?
We get
Yeah.
the sword and we bring it to you, and we get ambrosia.
Sure. But it seems you lot are on a time crunch, so I'll be charitable. You get your hands on that sword, you'll be where you need to be. Speaking of, he looks at his watch. It's getting late. And I feel as though it's just gonna get worse for you lot from here. Do you have any more questions, or...
Where is the sword?
Caring, England, Northamptonshire.
I don't get that
Oh.
joke because I'm not English. I don't know what you're
Oh.
It's
talking
like
about.
some fucking town.
In
Ash-
the middle
Ash
of
visibly
fucking nowhere.
cringes. Ash literally is like, oh.
Can you take us there? Please.
He smiles at that. Alright. You two. And he like looks back to the boys who are just kind of like sitting there like chewing on their nails, and they just kind of going up and go like, okay. And tells you, go grab your bikes, and we'll get the kids where they need to be.
Thank you for your hospitality.
We
You're most welcome.
really appreciate you helping us, Lord Ares. As Ash is saying this, is actively like stepping in front of Mila, like to break line of sight between the two of them.
I appreciate politeness. There's a time and a place, you know? And
Yes.
then he kind of looks back to Monique, and he looks back to Monique and Jezebel, I think, and goes, look, a lot of the other gods won't be so helpful, yeah? I took a detour to maybe run into you, because I'm interested in getting my brother home. And we can't really do anything about it. And you lot are the ones who can wiggle around and fix stuff. Keep your friends in check, yeah? If they die just because they've pissed somebody off, it's a waste. And he looks especially to Monique and just goes, I think you know that better than anyone. One more thing. I think there's no shame in how we face a fight. Seriously, sometimes you lock up in the heat of it all. It happens. Move on. But what I don't take is not owning up to your shit. That's fucking cowardice. So, that coward prick ain't my son, yeah? Till he gets a swift fucking humbling. Maybe a couple others. Maybe a kick in the balls. When he finally gets some drop or whatever.
I think like at that, Monique, where she's been she's had very much like a good guarded wall up. I think it like lets down slightly, and she genuinely looks at Ares and kind of nods her head, and just says, "Thank you."
You're welcome. Go fetch Rumbles, will ya? Yeah.
This is for Maddie.
Yeah, sure.
Can
What's
I
up?
grab the familiar before we go, so it's not alone in the
Yeah,
RV?
totally.
Do,
You guys.
can we
all.
take the
Yeah.
RV as the bike?
Yeah, definitely. You
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
Okay.
when you turn it into a bike, you see the cat kind of appear, and it shrinks down into.
Didn't mean to do that.
Spider?
It shrinks down to a very small spider. It does, and you see Jezebel. It crawls up your body and rests in your pocket to stay safe.
Gotta protect the
Leave
animal
your little
friends.
web.
Sorry.
Weave your little web, my friend.
If it can go to you, Theo, if you want to be the one that coaxed it. I'm sorry, it was because Jezebel asked Spider, and then my brain got confused.
I just have had that in my brain since I looked at the familiar list. Do you want a spider?
It raises its little legs.
Like uppies?
It's one of those
Double
peacock
dance.
spiders that they edit lightsabers with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
It just jumps onto your shoulder
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
and then settles into your pocket.
What was wrong with the snake? That was cuter.
It'll turn into the snake later. It doesn't want to die.
Fair.
Ooh.
Deimos and Phobos roll up. They have their own little motorcycles because they like to. They roll up into battle with their daddy. And you see they kind of like press a button, and out of all three of the bikes, little side carriages pop up, Hagrid style. They have. The twins have one each, and then they kind of shuffle forward, and they have some room behind them as well. And then Ares has his own little capsule. So like, 3 of you are in capsules, 2 of you are sitting on the back of the bikes with the twins. Where would you like to go?
Oh boy.
I'll go with Phyllis. Phyllis? I don't know how to say it. Pain. I
I'll
want to
go
go with Pain.
I'll go with
Deimos,
Ares.
go ahead. You go with Ares? Fuck yeah. He's getting on
my
the
list
back
said
of the
she's going on
bikes.
Phobos, then I go on the other one.
Yeah, I'm going on Pain.
So there's
Well,
Deimos, so you're going with Phobos?
Yeah, just not the same one.
Fair enough. I'll
Where's the space now?
So, Theo and Mila, did you guys get on the back of the bikes or in the little side things?
Sidecar,
Just that
baby.
car.
Alright, so, does Vanique want to go on the back of Fear or Panic's motorbike?
It's not a 2-person sidecar.
Nope.
Damn.
Mon's like, I think Mon's like just standing there. She's just like,
The 2 of them just wave in unison.
Which one was the one that was speaking more calmly? That was
Phobos.
Phobos. Okay, she'll go and sit on the back of theirs.
You do. And he's fine. He just is like sitting there waiting. And then
She's unhappy
Ash,
about
do
this.
you climb on the back of Panic's motorbike? Cool. Alright.
Yeah. Take the last seat.
Ares, all of them pass you helmets because safety.
Yeah,
And then
obviously.
the 3 of them put on their like goggles and just turn back and go, I would hold on. Yeah?
Oh, Christ.
And then he like looks at the twins and he goes, no fucking funny business, I'll know. And they just go,
That's why I went
and then
Daddy.
every single one of you feel very much like how people describe teleportation, where it feels like you rush forward and your guts are left behind and everything folds in and you're like, this is terrible. And right before you're like about to like actually make a sound, you come to a stop and you just hear the sound of a motorcycle rumbling and all of you just like eyes wide, hair like flurried back, as all of you stand in the middle of a small English dreary town. It's drizzling. It's summer. It's kind
You
of.
can't tell. You can't tell
You
it's
can't
summer.
tell except for the kind of muggy heat that lingers.
Manny, I play this game to escape. Okay.
And all of you climb off of the various vehicles, and Ares looks to all of you and says, "I will see you in Paris. Don't take too long."
That's so funny.
I know, right?
No.
Don't take too long. And they just go, and the three of them drive away before you kind of hear the sound of like, almost like an engine exhaust blow, and they just disappear in like a burst of flame. And you are all left in Kettering. I chose this town
Okay.
for a specific reason, but it's a really dumb reason.
What is it like? What's the weather like? Is it rainy? Is it
It's
sunny?
drizzling, but it's also
Yes.
muggy hot.
It's
Oh, that's
What's the
It's
this
not
is a
yet.
It's because it's humid.
humid.
Yep.
The worst.
This is
It's so
this
bad.
is an open sauna.
Correct.
okay. I guess Theo's gonna wear, I don't know, shorts and an anorak jacket, and he's just gonna with a baseball hat. Let's go.
Oh, I'm
Ash
now
like,
making-
looks around. Oh, sorry, you
All
go.
of you take the time to breathe
I just
out.
wanted to make a boat. I just wanted to make a bit. I'm now making it canon that Jezebel wears those zippered cargo shorts, so she zips them into shorts out of
Hell
pants.
yeah.
She's ready to play.
You guys see a small local movie theater nearby that's playing the new Star Wars prequel movie that just
Oh.
got released. It's 2005.
Mhm.
Around you, it's kind of pretty dreary, but people are out and about. It's people look exceptionally tired, kind of like moseying around, looking a little bit confused, but kind of too tired to care too much.
So
Most
just
likely, if there's
regular
any
England.
kind of worldwide panic, it probably hasn't reached this town yet. There's like
Ash just looks around and is just like, oh, everyone just seems normal here. I guess it's not affecting people.
there's
Yeah,
some
hasn't
chain
reached
link
them yet.
fences with some
Yeah.
like really
Is this just how
like
the English are?
Yeah,
dirty
yeah.
grass
There's a reason I
with a
haven't
kind
been
of
back since I
soccer
was 12.
field. It's this is like an industrial
Mm-hmm.
town that people leave as soon as they turn 18
Yep.
If they could afford to.
if they can afford to.
Yeah, the movie theater, you can tell, isn't doing well. It still has the second Fast and the Furious movie, and that came out 2 years ago.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do we know where we're going?
Like to do.
I would assume. No, I would assume we might want to look for, just some crazy shit. I mean, I don't think swords are legal in the UK. I mean,
Alors,
Not really,
did
no.
he? Was he saying that the sword is still in a stone somewhere?
it
like, is
sounded
that-
like there was a kid who got it out of the stone.
One of
Ain't
his
that a
kids has
movie?
their sword.
It's probably in a museum somewhere.
It is the
there must
English
be-
way.
The British like to do that. Just take things that don't belong to them.
See
put it
if
in a
there
museum.
is a local, like a local council museum. They do that a lot. Where my mother lives, they have a little one.
So you guys are looking for like kind of like a central, closest thing to like a government building you could find, like a town hall or something of a
Yeah,
sort.
something like that. Yeah.
So, can you guys give me, whoever is proficient, give me a survival check?
Yeah. Who else is proficient in survival?
No. Not me.
That'll be a
Yeah,
I have,
disadvantage.
I have a +4, but I'm not proficient.
I have.
Are we still sleepy?
Yeah. Rolling with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Well, that's so
It is
upsetting.
late afternoon, but you guys are still
18.
at level 1.
I have a +5 in survival. Can anybody
I
beat
also
that?
have a +5 in survival.
I also have a +5.
Yep.
Alright, somebody
Oh,
tell
you
me
know
what
what?
they got. What'd you get, Kiki?
I got an 18.
Okay, you know what?
You're
One of you guys
fine.
roll.
Move on.
On a disadvantage?
Come
I'm
on,
not
feel
English,
better.
I
Ranger.
don't wanna
Rain.
English
Come on, Ranger. You
Have
guys
to.
move through this town. Just everyone seems fairly like dreary and tired, but life continues. Kind of weaving your way through, and eventually, Mila spots a kind of like a sign that says Main Street or some shit. And you're just like, I bet the important things are all on that one street. By the way, if anyone lives in Kettering, I have no idea what's in your town. I could have researched it, but I decided not to. So I'm just gonna picture a town in my head and pretend. But I'm sure it will be like weirdly accurate for no reason. So,
Hi. Yeah, for sure.
hey, people from
The
Kettering
gay
in the
audacity is
chat, do you
broken.
guys have a main street? Let us know. All 5 people who live there. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm shitting on this random English town for a reason.
No,
Anyways,
it is fucking tiny.
yeah. There's one celebrity who comes from there. James Acaster is from there, and it's all I
my
remembered
God.
because he went back there.
Shut up, he's not from
He's
Kettering.
from Kettering, and I remembered it solely because he did a video where he went back there and like toured the place. So it was in my head when I was like, random thing, kill, you continue on. And eventually you find yourself coming across a town hall of sorts. The sort of town hall where it has about 15 different things that it does instead of multiple buildings in a larger city. It just kind of does everything. Like they host like the formal for the school there, but it also like is a government building. It does everything. It's very cool. And you guys head up. What especially are you looking for?
You said a sword and a rock? I'm gonna look for
looking
big
for-
old rocks.
I'm just gonna keep an eye out for any kid that looks like they're handling a sword they shouldn't be having.
You do see
kind of felt like
you
the
do
vibe.
see some kids, you see some teenagers running about. All of them are just kind of doing that small town thing where your activity is kind of standing around in an area and talking and occasionally doing small amounts of vandalism.
NPC work, I
Yeah.
understand.
That sounds like England.
Yeah.
Uh,
No.
It feels very similar in the Midwest as well.
You
I'm
guys,
I'm also just imagining we're looking out a window and we see a teen with a sword just spinning. like
Look what I can do!
like javelin spinning. Shot put.
Twister!
I think Ash is probably not looking for anything specific, but is probably trying to recall as much as possible any information that might help us in terms of like what to look for specifically.
Alright. Ash, roll me. Roll me just a general wisdom check. Just general.
Oh, okay.
With disadvantage, because you're sleepy.
Yeah.
The DC isn't high,
Well,
because I know your wisdom is not
well-
as expensive.
Well, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Well, the second one was a natural 20, but it's not that. It's a 6. Plus my wisdom, total of 10.
Cool. The DC was 10.
Let's go.
The one thing you know about small towns, because really Aeaea is a small town,
I mean,
is
yeah.
that everyone knows everyone, and everyone knows each other's business. And most likely, you could just ask somebody. They probably know.
Oh.
Maybe.
That's just like, I could ask the person and I go, oh, actually, they're British people. They would be so mad. I'm not gonna talk. That would be a bad idea.
Oh,
We'll
we just
save
need
that
to
as
talk
an
to
option.
someone?
Oh, you know, we could do that, but like, let's.
Mon will kind of
see
like
what
just shrug her
options we have.
shoulders. Like she lived with her mother in the north of England for like the last like before she went to Aeaea, so she's like, I will do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Where are the teenagers? Where are the kids?
I'll come along to
They were
assist.
back kind of leaning on like a chain link fence somewhere.
Mhm.
Like throwing rocks at a tree or some shit.
Hello, fellow youths.
One of those
No.
rocks at a dam.
I think Mon will like head back over like towards them. Instead.
You see them just
Of going
muttering to
into-
themselves. All of them are dressed in various states of some kind of tracksuit.
Yeah, that makes sense. She'll say, sorry to bother you. Do you mind if I ask a quick question? I'm only in town briefly.
What?
Do you mind if I ask you a quick question?
Do you know what she's saying?
Alright,
Are
listen
you
here, you little
speaking
punks.
English? Because we're in England. You
Oh.
speak English in England, yeah?
I'm going to use words of terror on these teenagers.
So you speak to them for a minute?
Yes, I
Alright.
just
What do you
start
say?
muttering in German non-stop on making eye contact and slowly start raising my hand.
The fuck are you staring at me for? What are you doing? You're well
And make-
creepy.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Answer our
Okay.
questions.
You should run, she's a witch.
Stop making them run away when I'm trying to talk to them.
Have
what's
you
the
seen a
DC?
sword around here?
16?
Yeah.
They fail. They don't have much to add to this 12. I don't think they
Have
would have
you
a
seen
4.
a sword around here?
What the fuck? Just like looking
Have
at
you
you,
seen a
just
sword?
like
Have you seen a sword?
she's well missed. Oh, I
Have
see
you seen a
what? A
sword?
sword. I mean, yeah.
A sword? Where?
Well, Brick's found one the other day, and he's. Can you fuck off? You're freaking me out.
I'll turn around and I stop looking at them, but they don't stop feeling like they're being looked at.
This is messed.
Be nice to my friend.
Well, fine.
Alors. We are looking for the swords, huh?
What? Are you feds or something?
No.
Oh, well, I don't know. Briggs had it, and then he found it
Where's
in the
Briggs?
quarry, and I don't know. He lives like 2 streets that way, in the one with the green door.
Alors, merci. Don't worry, you are not in trouble, huh? It's not from me. Don't piss her off again.
Okay.
And do up your laces and pull up your pants.
You see
Tell your
them just
mother you love
like
her.
muttering to themselves and be like, "Oh my days!" As they like to laugh.
Monique's gonna turn to Jezebel. She's like, the fuck were you muttering in German? How to do that?
Honestly, I was just asking them how to get to the library from here, and then how to order
Biblioteca.
a book through the service.
They don't know that.
Anything sounds a little bit evil in German if you speak in a low register and speak quickly.
This is true. What the fuck was that from? As they're like moving on.
Even butterfly, it sounds very aggressive.
Alors, they said that Brix is 2 streets down, huh?
Excellent.
It is the kid that we are looking for.
Guess we head that way then.
Amazing. You guys head 2 streets down and easily locate a small house with a green door. Looks like just a family home. What would you guys like to do?
Guess we're knocking then, huh?
Do we have to? Can we just
Milo
go in
knocks.
and get it?
We
No.
have to get the sword.
Okay.
We have to get the
Bong,
sword.
bong, bong, bong.
Oh, okay, Milo's knocking.
You just hear the sounds of like stuttered yelling and then just being like, "Fine, I'll get it!" And the door swings open and you just see like a teenager, probably like 14, tracksuit, of course, and just like screwed up, like little freckled face, messed teeth. Fuck you, Britain. And just like kind of like scroungy auburn hair that he's definitely gonna lose it like very early into his 40s, and just scrapes up at you and be like, "What you want?"
Where's Bricks?
"I'm Briggs. Who's asking?"
You want to come outside and meet your family?
"What?"
Where's the sword?
Milo, these are not the things that you say to a random child.
"I don't have it. Don't know what you're talking about."
I pull over my arrow. Are you sure?
Oh,
'Cause I
Milo,
can't-
Milo, you are going to get us
Oh.
arrested.
Milo, roll for
Oh.
intimidation.
Well,
my
if he sees the
God.
boat, then maybe he is not fucking mortal.
Roll with disadvantage. You're sleepy.
That's why I'm pissed. I don't think I'm a very intimidating person. No, it's a straight like 5.
Oh.
You see, he just looks at you and goes, "Marky, take a look at this. It's Robin fucking Hood." And then another kid rolls up, also in a tracksuit, just kind of like a hand on his belt, and he goes like, "Look at this fucking shit." And he like takes out a flip phone, he takes a photo, and the two of them are just like talking, and they're just like, "The fuck are you pointing at that for? Fucking hell, look at this.
Can
Here
I?
you go. It's out your pocket now for nothing. What do you
Hey.
think you're fucking doing?"
Maddie?
Yes.
May I please snatch the phone out their hand?
Sure. B, what are we do?
I did have a thing, but that's
Go
already
ahead.
happening. So you go.
That's okay. You let me know what you want to do, and then, yeah.
We'll get to it.
Okay. I'm gonna say make either like sleight of hand. I'll say sleight of hand, but he's gonna kind of, he'll do it against probably, I'll say like perception, because it's more like you're trying to do it really quickly before he like has a chance to pull it away. But yeah, roll sleight of hand for me
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Plus 10. Ah! Disadvantage? Oh,
Yes.
that was a 17 plus 10. That's so mean. That's so mean.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sleep, I guess.
Disadvantage.
Skill issue.
That is a natural 20.
Slay. Well, we'll take the 17
That's
for
a
27.
17.
You see as he's like,
Jesus Christ.
"Wait," you just snatch the phone out of his hand. He goes, "Are you having a fucking laugh?" And you see he like reaches into his pocket and takes out like a shitty little pocket knife. And he's like,
Whoa!
"Oh, wait, yeah."
Okay.
my God.
Is that
Alright,
supposed to be
I'm going
intimidating?
to. I'm
Are
just
you
gonna
having
snap
a
the
fucking
phone.
laugh?
I'm gonna snap the phone and pull out Swift Striker and be like, I don't think you heard her.
That's not a knife.
Listen to the lady.
This is a knife.
This has escalated.
Yeah.
They just go like,
I'm just gonna try and do a
"What the
thing."
fuck? That was my fucking phone!
Oh.
Where,
You can
are
see that.
crazy.
we're matching energy. Matching energy.
In the back, you guys just hear, "What the fuck are you guys screaming about?" And you see the shape of a mother exit the kitchen and begin
Oh,
heading
God.
towards
My
you.
bow down.
Shit.
Mon has
Politely
like
put my
separated
bow
herself
down.
from the group.
What
I
are you
put
guys doing?
Swift Striker
Yeah, babe,
back in
what's
my
up?
sleeve.
Just as this situation is very clearly escalating, and Ash's like, all right, this is not going well. This is not going well. so they've very clearly seen Mila's like bow and stuff, and like now everyone's pulling out weapons and stuff. And Ash is like, oh fuck, we gotta backtrack somehow. We gotta figure something out. And Ash just like steps forward. It's like, this is just a massive, big misunderstanding. We're Loppers. It's not real. It's the sword, but it's not real. It's dressed up. It's the thing. And we were told that you had this sword and it would be perfect for this. And do you really have use for a sword? We'll pay you.
Okay.
It's like,
Roll
from
me.
what I've been told, it's in pristine condition and like.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's up to you. You can either roll deception or persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay. Deception
I
or
help?
persuasion. I'm doing
How are
persuasion.
you helping?
I go, yeah, we were sort of given like a bit of a map, and I like minor illusion, like a fold out, like kind of shitty map with like a
one
bunch
of those
post-it
tourism
notes.
maps and
Yeah, and I'm like, we were told that this was the next stop, and that you would be like
It's a
the
skeleton.
potion seller.
Okay, cool.
It's all method acting. It's all method. Just they're really in character.
Roll
They're really in
flat.
character. Just. Okay.
Which one?
stuff.
Are you
Monique is
doing?
like on the
Persuasion.
pavement. Like Monique has like she's pacing like far away from this.
When he's like, I'm not getting arrested today, not in
As,
England.
Flat roll.
as soon as Mila
Flat
pulled
roll.
out the bow, she was like, I'm not getting arrested with these guys.
Okay. 22.
Slow. Yeah, you beat him. So you're fucking nerds. Yeah.
Yes.
We ain't
Absolutely.
no stop or
Mhm.
nothing. Yeah, I have a sword. How much money do you have?
How about
And you
walk
see the
away with
mother
your
like
life?
rolls up and she's like, "Can I help you lot? Are you friends or something? Can we quit it with the yelling, yeah?"
Yes. So sorry.
Sorry,
so
madam.
sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
How much money do we have, guys?
We were given money.
We were
forgot the
given
money.
money. I don't remember how much.
Could I
Give me
cast
advantage,
friends
Are
on
you
this
not
guy now that
calendars or
he's not
something? It's a bit
hostile?
early.
It just says money. It doesn't say how much.
Do we
Yeah,
know-
you
do we know
guys.
how much money
I
we
think
have?
you guys probably. I think I did. I
Theo
think
has money.
like you do combined. I think you probably had about. You had about $100 in various currencies, which is like more because it's 2005.
Mhm.
You guys
Okay.
probably have like the equivalent of like maybe like 700. No, I'm thinking Australian. You guys have like 500 pounds worth in
Okay.
2005, and you have spent some of it.
Okay.
I pull out a
Just-
drachma and I just hold it between my fingers.
I ain't dealing with this, and his mother toddles back into the kitchen. Is that the fucking necklace from Pirates of the Caribbean or some shit?
Again, just they're method acting. They're really
Can
in
you
this
tell him
whole
It's an
stop?
lockdown
ancient
thing.
coin you can
They're
sell
really
for
in
a
it.
lot of money.
So it's cooler. I
Oh.
want
But
my
100
money.
pounds is.
Some
good,
may even
right?
say that
100
it's
quid.
lucky.
You could pawn this and get a Zune.
We would. I mean, obviously, we would need to examine it first to make sure that it is in the condition we were told it
And I
was
want to
in,
examine
but,
the
I
fact that you have 100 quid. Do you?
can do that.
Can I
who
see?
Who has money?
I think Monique does.
He does.
Monique.
The other kid
She's
is
like-
the other kid is like battering him like holy fuck, but he's trying to stay cool. But both of them are like,
Mhm.
oh my god.
And she'll like hear them call and she'll like come over and then just say, how much do you want?
100 pounds.
100 pounds!
Yes.
It's fine.
Ares can pay us back. It's fine.
Ares
You're-
does not want money.
Exactly.
you're,
Fine.
Your phone, how much did your phone come to as well?
fuck if I know. Fucking.
What?
It would have been like a
money?
shitty old like Nokia or something,
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
Nokia brick, that shit ain't even broken.
It still works.
Maybe after I snap it in half.
He says how much it costs.
In
Bet.
I'll work it out
2005.
later.
Alors, we'll give you 150 for that in the phone if the sword is in good condition, huh? How is that?
Okay.
Alright. Play nice, everyone. You tell me when you have seen the sword, I will bring it over. She's gonna go back over, like, sitting on, like, the garden wall, like, on the pavement. She's done.
They would have cost about, I think, $300 US, according to this website.
Do we have to give them money for the phone?
The 90s.
Do we have to?
In the early
They
20s.
didn't actually do anything wrong. Yes.
$300 in the early 2000s seems wrong.
This random fucking, maybe it's like in retrospect.
That might be for like an
It's
iPhone.
newish.
Nah, yeah, like
It's
a
for a flip phone?
BlackBerry in 2006 cost $350 to
Black-
$400.
BlackBerry
I
was a big
almost,
thing.
I
I
don't
almost
know
had distort
that's-
value, but I didn't. Damn it!
I don't know if that's like been, what's the word, with
$249.
inflation, if that's been, anyways, we move on.
That's,
Yeah, we-
that's how
we
much
move on.
they would have roughly cost that, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Damn.
You guys like show the money and he goes, I'll be back, stay here. And he like goes away and the other kid's just staring at you guys. He's like taller and kind of lanky.
So did you catch the last football game?
Yeah,
It was shit, wasn't it?
it's always shit.
Between what teams, man?
Exactly.
The teams,
God.
he says it.
One is probably wearing red and the other is probably wearing white in some variety.
Oh, blue.
Or green.
He tells you about the big game.
Ah, yes, the big game. Yeah.
You see at one point as Brix returns, like his mother calls him Michael. Brix is his street name. He comes back
Mhm.
and he's kind of holding it behind him and sneaking past his mother, and then holds out just like he can lift it. He's lifting it with two hands, a massive greatsword, like slightly bigger than him. Not real. He can still carry it though. And it's like the blade itself is kind of looks cracked. It's smooth, but it's like filled with red. It looks like it'd be named like Bloodseeker or some shit. Like it's insane.
Mhm.
Like this is like a legendary weapon, and he's just
Yep.
kind of holding it.
Oh my
And he
god.
goes,
You don't even have the
Wow.
right form.
he's holding it like this, and then he
Yeah.
leans the tip of it on the ground as he
I did
holds
a
his
bit
hand
off
out.
the ground. That thing touches the ground, it loses at least 20 pounds of value.
20 pounds, 200 pounds.
He
I
hands
know.
it to his friend, who immediately goes, "Oh," but he manages to lift it. He's holding it like this.
If you blunt the end, it loses value.
Monique's gonna go into like the cash that they've got. Do we have like 200 pounds?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. She's just gonna pull out about 200 pounds and be like, "That's and I don't know how much your farm cost, but there you go."
He like takes it, and he looks at it, and then like the two of the other guy just holds out the sword to you guys.
I will take it.
Take the sword. Awesome. And you see the two of them just look at each other with the like, "Don't fucking crack until we get inside and they don't see." And yeah, what's up, Mara?
Before they go, because I think, if I'm interpreting this correctly, Ares kind of wanted us to do something to one of his children, but I don't know if this is them or not. I'm just gonna kind of tilt my head and be like, "Hey, Brix, did
Yeah?
your father have the courtesy of showing up before he left for milk, or did he just not show at all?" I'm trying to get him to swing on me.
No, my dad's around the fucking compound. He just like
Bro,
gestures
you have
over to
fatherless
some
behavior.
fucking factory, and he's just like,
Oh my god.
Excellent. You should spend more time with him. Because you're acting very fatherless.
I love Monique has the most appalled look on her face. Like, she is a mixture of rage, disappointment, and just anger.
"Are you having a laugh?"
Mila, let's go. Mila, let's go. We gotta go.
I start speaking Romanian instead, like I'm confused.
Yeah, no, it is time
You
to
see
go.
the
I'm
other
very
kid is
sorry.
just kind of pulling on his sleeve, like we have the money, we should just go inside now.
It's
And you see
lovely
the
meeting
other
you. Lovely,
kids just
lovely
like,
doing business with you.
you know how I got the name Bricks? Because I threw a brick at a police officer, and the other kids like pulling him inside. And
Oh,
they
yep,
close
yep.
the door.
Great doing business with you. I'll just stop moving away with the sword.
Ugh. I didn't like that.
You see in your hands, Ash, the sword is glowing slightly,
Mm-hmm.
but you're just holding it.
Yeah, just gonna look at Mila. Mila, what was that?
Ares wanted us to kick his kid's ass. If it
don't
was
know.
his
she
kid, we
was
kick his ass.
talking. He was not talking about that child. Allah,
I don't know.
No, he was talking about Marius. That's why he was talking to me. He was talking about Marius and how Marius treated me.
You understand
you
how
were
that
just
is
going to-
confusing?
No,
No, I
that
got
child
it.
did nothing wrong except have a sword. He was a bit mouthy, but allowed and breaking the phone.
That's just British
It is
people, I'm
someone
afraid.
else's
I'm so sorry.
property.
Because people are
I,
fucking awful.
oh, Lord. Oh,
Look,
we are
what
so
matters
lucky
is that
they
we
did not
got
call the
the
police.
sword. Got the sword. That's the important
Really,
thing.
though, we should put the sword away because you are not allowed to open carry here.
Yep, yeah. I'm not planning on standing out here in the street for a while.
You see the sword is like glowing gently
Mm-hmm.
as you're holding it. What are the rest of you doing?
Can I speak to Mila in Romanian?
You do so.
Um,
Do any of the rest of you speak Romanian? I know
I was gonna say, you speak Romanian? Damn.
Theo speaks a lot of languages.
Does damn.
Some may see he's the son of the god of messengers.
The sort
That's
of the
true.
god of
Mhm.
languages.
True.
Yeah.
It's important to know what languages you're going
Yeah.
to deliver a message to. So therefore, you have to know both.
That makes so much
True,
sense. I forgot about
true.
that.
He knows one or two.
Can I say, I know you're angry. I really do. But if you're gonna hate anyone, please hate me. I deserve it. Bricks didn't. Our team doesn't. So if you're gonna be angry, please be angry at me. Please.
Milo walks away before you finish that sentence.
I deserve it. Yep. Okay. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Paris, yay!
Paris. Oh boy.
What are you guys doing?
Do we have the car?
Mm.
The bike?
Yeah, have the bike.
Okay. You could turn
We
it
have to
into
get to
something.
France.
Can I turn it into the sedan?
Sure.
And I guess we're headed to wherever the sword is glowing towards the most, like a little compass.
Spin it and see which directions it
Ash,
starts to glow in.
roll a perception check for me with disadvantage. This
Okay.
is just you.
Okay, not bad. Perception. Dirty 20. 16 plus 4.
Dirty, slutty little.
I rolled an
20.
18 and a 16.
You notice as you're like carrying the sword around, the closer you move to any of the other members of your party, the more it glows. Ares did say that he would help you get there.
Hey, guys. Group huddle real quick. I think
The
We're all together,
the sword gets quite bright.
group huddle, everyone gather around. I think Ares is gonna get us out of here. I don't think we have to take the Eurotunnel.
He did say you get the sword, we get to where we got to go.
I don't want to take the Eurotunnel again. That
No,
sucked the
it is
first time.
long and stuffy.
What
And
did
Yep.
it's
you
hard.
Mhm. Oh, I know. I know.
So
It hasn't
you're
changed
just
since I was
standing
12.
around the sword.
I put a hand on it.
It glows brighter.
Oh, okay.
Glows brighter. Glows even brighter.
Uppa!
I put the little head of the familiar on there too.
It turns into like a little weasel, and it's just like
Yeah.
Aww. Boops its little nose. Just boop.
Yeah, don't want a spider on the middle of our hands.
No, thank you.
Theo like
No,
finishes
thanks.
up turning into the car, turns around, everyone's holding on to the fucking waystone.
Look at us. A bunch of dicks just standing around.
Theo. Get over here.
I don't know if that's a good idea to be in close
Be a
proximity
dick
with
over
y'all.
here.
Theo, I
Okay.
really don't want to be in England anymore.
Yo, put your hand on the sword.
Let's all be
Okay.
dicks together.
You know, if we can't just say put your hands on my sword too loudly around here.
I didn't say
People
on
might
my
get
sword, I said on the sword.
I touched the sword.
Put your hand on the sword.
Awesome. Theo is still holding the car keys in his hand, touches the sword, and all of you, that same feeling, that same like exiting your body and kind of not, and the air leaves your lungs, and then all of you are suddenly free falling. As Theo, you look to the side and you see the car has turned into a bike, because it has in the past changed itself, because it can kind of do that. It has turned into a bike, and all of you land in a heap on a few garbage bags in a random alleyway. A very narrow alleyway. Either side you can see white bricked buildings. The alleyway itself is cobbled nicely. And it seems that these garbage bags have broken your fall. But looking around, it stinks. Welcome to Paris.
What a
It
tasteful
smells-
alleyway. It has a
Oh.
certain joie de vivre.
I'm gonna throw up. Like, just like covering
You
the
look
face.
as you look like between your legs where you had fallen, and the sword is just embedded in the ground, and you're like, oh.
So
I'll just
where are we right now? Like,
pull it out.
You are in a random alleyway, and I'll say, Monique, as a local, you, with the smell and the bricks either side of you, you feel as if you have returned home. You are in Paris, France.
Sweet I've not been here since I was, at 9, I believe. When did we move? No. I've missed it. She's gonna start walking out of the alleyway, just completely forgotten their mission. She's just like out of the alleyway. She's like, I need to see where we are.
Guess we're all returning home today.
I don't think some coffee would hurt us right now, honestly.
Did you say
Can
returning
Theo
home?
transform his clothes into a striped shirt and a beret?
Oh my god.
You do
As
so.
the French say, incroyable.
That's all.
Monique, how do you feel about that?
She's instantly disdainful. She's now blocked Theo from her vision. Like she's now. She's gonna
Twinsies!
ghost him. She's not even gonna acknowledge him while he's
doing
wearing
that
it.
thing that
What is
Ki-
wong? Wee wee.
It's-
Wee wee. Look at me.
She's
I'm
doing that thing
Monique.
that
Wee
Kaya
wee.
was doing, where she's like
God.
walking like 10 meters ahead of everyone so people don't think she's with them, and she's also a tourist.
Yeah.
Oh, oui, oui.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna do fromage.
Monique,
You're
as
going to get
you
punched in the
walk
face.
out, all of you see an exceptionally beautiful, picturesque street in Paris. The exactly what you would expect. All of the beautiful old buildings, all like the same height, and everything looks very prim and perfect. Apart from, it's like as soon as you look up, you're like, oh, it's beautiful, and you look down and you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't in the tourist pictures. As people are just kind of hanging around, smoking, there's plenty of the occasional group of tourists nearby. You see locals just staring ahead and like tunnel vision walking down the street. It's very like New Yorker energy. Occasional people on bikes, people like sitting around in small cafes. It looks like you guys have appeared in what looks more so like a suburban area, more like these are like houses where people live rather than there being like stores or shops. Monique, you work out pretty quickly that you are like fairly in central Paris, probably just outside of the very center, but I don't know how Paris like postcodes work. You're in like the CBD still.
The CBD?
Central Business District, that's like what most cities have.
CBD.
The CBD postcode. The
It's
city one.
yeah.
I thought it was an oil.
And I think as you guys settle in and look around, Monique feeling very happy, I think this is a good time to cut to our break. 10 minutes earlier than we normally do, but I think now is a good time. So we will be back in 10 minutes time. Go grab a drink, go to the toilet. We will be back and we will see you momentarily.
Go piss, dummies.
Go piss, girl. back. Hi. So, you guys are on the streets of Paris. What would you like to do?
Did Ares give any detail about where he was gonna be?
No.
He's just going to be in
Um,
Paris.
May I ask the Europeans in the chat in the group, is there any cultural space where war happened in Paris?
Kind
Like,
of
Maybe.
everywhere.
All of it?
Kind of, yeah,
Everywhere.
like all of it.
Like
There's
nearly,
revolutions
it.
going on right
I
now.
solidly,
Yeah.
I would think at least 80% of the fighting during World War II happened in France.
Correct.
Oh, that's probably why. Is there
Yeah.
like a battleground name or something, or
In Paris, no. There's like no
like this
like
is the
battle
site of the
ground.
Great Battle of 19 whatchamacallit?
I think it just kind of happened throughout the city.
Yeah, like
It happened on
there
the
was
coast, mostly.
Yeah.
so yeah. Paris wise, I think there's like a war museum from World War II. There's the there'd be like during the post World War II, Paris didn't even have like running water until like the 90s, like in some areas. Like some
That
people didn't get any
explains the
running water back till
stinkiness.
then. They struggled like post-war, so they were having a rough time. So there'd be places, I guess, that the God of War would want to go to.
I think we might want to think about as well places where war and love intersect, as they often do, because
is
Ares was
Paris.
talking about meeting up with Aphrodite, and this is the city of love.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
kind of the whole city.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard of the Eiffel Tower.
Ah,
Seems pretty romantic.
Uh-huh.
There's the bridge,
The Lovelock
in
Bridge.
Paris. Yeah. I don't remember what it's called.
That one. Fair enough.
But I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, it's like a bridge that like people go and put like locks on to symbolize their
Yeah,
love
they
together.
tore it down in modern times, which is very
but
funny.
it's
Anyway,
2005.
That stabbed
Wow.
me.
Wonderful.
okay.
De art?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I don't know if that's how that's pronounced. That
I'm no
one.
scientist.
I just went, I'm just not going to pronounce those T's at the end, and I feel confident that that's probably right. Alright, so Monique, as a local, I won't make you roll. Alright, give me a survival check, just a disadvantage. The DC is very low. This is more so to see how long it takes you to get there.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oui.
with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, this can only get worse.
Oof.
It didn't because it stayed at a 2, so that's a 7. Wait, it's a survival, right?
Survival, yeah.
7.
Alright, so you guys, there was definitely a more direct route. I think it was more so you're going for the vibe of, I'm going to go out of my way to get to a route that I know and then follow it rather than like cutting through. But you guys get a marvelous tour as you guys head around. It's definitely a city that was designed to be walked. You do a lot of walking when you are there. Are you guys just like directly making your way towards the bridge?
Do we have any business in Paris besides this?
I don't think
I
so.
don't believe we do. I mean, yeah, we were coming here for that. So,
Because yeah,
think,
Monique, your mother is still in England, right?
Yeah, so her mum moved in with her new husband and they live in York in England.
Amazing. But it's definitely a lovely little like nostalgia trip for you, and occasionally you're like pointing out random buildings. It's giving tour guide, but you're very swiftly moving. You're swiftly moving and you're not pissing anyone off by walking too slow. It's more that you're taking a really strange way to get there. But yeah, you guys head through. It is incredibly beautiful city. You get why people come here, but part of you is like, definitely was nicer in the books. But anyways, maybe the food will be nice. And heading through. Awesome. Eventually, you do find your way over to a very crowded, and it's lovely weather, a very crowded bridge where there are a bunch of tourists, often in couples, all of them scribbling on various locks. You see surrounding the bridges, there's a bunch of people selling small trinkets to the tourists and stuff like that. Can everyone please roll a perception check with disadvantage?
Oh my god. I rolled a 2, and then I thought to myself, it can only get worse. Rolled again, and nat 1. So...
Oh, buddy.
I rolled a 15 and then I rolled a 2.
Hmm.
That was a grand smacking total of 5.
It's a wonderful day.
Perception, you said this was?
Yeah.
30-20.
Cool.
Oh,
I rolled a
That's a
16
12.
and a 19.
And the
I rolled an 8.
nice.
An 8.
You see everyone else is looking around like, ah. And then Ash, you kind of look to the side and you see like this probably teenager is kind of like approaching your group, and then you guys connect eyes and he turns around again. And you quietly are like, my backpack is going on my front now. Welcome to Bali. Yeah. But then as you kind of like are turning it around and are now becoming very aware that this is a crowded place, out of the corner of your eye, you spot a very familiar motorbike, which has been parked in like a bike rank. It doesn't look like it's meant to be there. A very familiar motorbike has been parked on the street.
Well, looks
I
like
guess
we're
we're
in the right
doing this.
place. Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Do we have a plan before we go in? Negotiation tactics or something like that? We're just gonna
It's
give them the
already-
sword.
Don't think we really negotiate with a god, to be honest.
The deal is already set.
I don't really know if
Okay.
there's much we can do with this. So,
Should we designate one person to talk? You know.
I'm
I
pretty
point
good
it.
at talking.
Yeah. Jezebel, would you mind taking the
Many.
lead on this?
Yes, many parents love me.
Are you
do.
going to speak in French or not? Because we are in Paris, huh?
I can speak in German, but that's about the closest I can do. I'm sorry.
I would refrain. I would refrain.
Yes,
I would
Yeah,
refrain.
yeah, that would like
Would
that
greatly
would be,
refrain.
yeah, that would probably not be a
Understandable.
good idea.
Theo,
Yeah.
you're like
I-
distracted. You notice like a couple walk past and they like look your outfit up and down, and you just hear them say in French, "Fucking Americans," as they like continue on.
Yeah.
It's funnier because I literally did it.
I'm literally looking at the general
Okay.
chat.
Right. You know
Um,
what? I'm keeping my outfit on. I don't give a fuck. All right, Jezebel. Do you want me to teach you some French, or you got it?
I think I would be hated more if I tried to speak French badly.
Do it in
Okay.
English, huh? Do it in English.
What's
Yes.
up?
Oh, it's just during like walking and like getting even while this conversation is happening.
Mhm.
It is a ritual spell, so I could do it. Can I just looking at this sword? I don't know how I would. I have it. I have it just because I have it always prepared. I don't know how I would flavor it really, but can I cast
Identify?
identify on this?
Of course. I think
Okay.
just
I'd like to ritually
with
cast
like
Identify.
your, I think it almost ties in to your very similar to your divine intervention.
Oh yeah.
Not divine
Mhm.
intervention. What am I thinking of? That
Channel
one.
divinity.
Channel divinity. Thank you. Kind of ties in where you're just kind of like it reminds me of the like grim psychometry from Blood Hunters, where it's almost like you're learning of the threads
Like
of fate
pulling
of
knowledge,
of
yeah.
this sword, like you're seeing its past and its future.
Yeah.
So yeah,
cool.
you spend the time as you're holding it to cast that spell,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn that this sword was forged by Hephaestus and the three Cyclopses, Brontes, Sterapes, and I don't know how to pronounce them, but those ones. And it is a very powerful sword. It is like a powerful legendary item. It's like a +3 great sword that has abilities that it has. When you wield it, it gives you like a radius where people are like frightened, probably.
Oh wow.
It like probably eats blood or some shit. It's a very, you're sitting there like, ooh.
I was like, oh, this is
Probably eats
a
blood or
god
some
weapon.
shit.
It's like, this is
No,
a god weapon.
I'm
Like,
thinking
The receipt
like,
keeps
I'm
roll-
thinking of like Grog's sword, kind of like
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
flavored.
All I'm thinking is like
And
Ash holding it quite
it puts
comfortably.
you get rage like 3 times a day, even if you're not a barbarian.
Oh.
It's just I'm just imagining Ash holding it like comfortably, realizing that, and then being like, eh.
But it doesn't work at the moment because you're not attuned to it. So.
Yeah. Can I change it? No. No. Oh, no.
And I, it's
Oh.
Do it.
No,
Do it. See what happens. Yeah, no, do it.
No,
this
no,
is
no,
Justin
no,
talking,
no,
not
You're
Theo.
gonna find out.
No.
No, let Milo attune to it. See
I'm
what
not pissing him
happens.
no.
But
Don't
give an angry woman a weapon.
I can go with Jezebel and got it. So, two of us can do the talking between us, I guess.
Jezebel
Does
is
everyone
short.
else want to come with?
I think perhaps do we have like message or anything just in case anything goes sideways for either side if something attacks us outside or
Do
something
you have
attacks?
it?
So
I
Just have
don't.
iron
I'm
instructions.
not-
what is the holdup of us all going in together?
Yeah.
That's what Ash was
Alright.
asking. Like, we could if we
Well,
wanted to.
let's all go in together. What could possibly go wrong?
Also,
What do you
message
think?
will only do a whisper in that sense, so we won't be able. Message doesn't
Mm.
hide it entirely; it just is a whisper, so it can still be perceived. But if anyone's got
Okay.
sending,
Kiki?
sending is the one that goes to the brain.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying that Monique had something to say. That's all.
Well,
I
I
was doing.
do.
Oh, that was it.
You. No, you.
I am a silly goose. I do have telepathy, but if we are all going
Aw.
together, that's just. I'm
This is
silly.
Going in close to frame.
That's good. We should use that.
Yeah, I will. If I notice anything in the conversation, I will just like pop in to tell something to you. I won't be reading your mind. I'll just be sort of just like a group text.
They do
Sort of
need
stuff.
to be within 30 feet, I believe. So I guess you guys could
Yeah.
do it like you two are doing all the talking, the rest are like in the back, just watching. If that's how you guys would like to go about it. 30 feet is still like,
Yeah.
that's room.
All right then.
Let's go in.
Are we going in together?
Right.
Yeah.
So you
Let's go.
guys kind of walk up to this motorcycle going like, this is a clue. The bouquet is missing. And as you kind of like round the corner, you notice sitting very comically in like this like beautiful Parisian cafe at one of those little outside tables with their little seats is like looking like an adult on a tricycle. Aries is sitting on a little fold out seat with his like he looks to have groomed himself slightly. He's put a comb through his buzz cut.
He's got a tiny scarf around his neck.
He's wearing the
he's
same outfit
wiped-
as Theo.
He's wiped the dirt from his face, and he's sitting there with just like this massive bouquet of flowers like under one arm, as it looks like he's waiting. The twins are nowhere to be seen.
Okay, I respect it.
We have your angry sword.
As you guys approach, you see like Ares looks up and he's like, "That was quick. Well done."
Yeah.
Willing to give us a tip? Haha. Jokes. Here's your sword.
Ash will
He
like just
takes it.
gently hold it out.
He takes it, twists it, and places it like he almost like it's like he's putting it in a sheath, but it just kind of disappears.
So cool.
And then he says, "All right, we got a deal." But as he goes to take it, he like looks up and like looks past you.
It's a good time. Can we see her?
Yeah.
What does she look like?
Is she pretty?
Just a little bit. You guys see a pair of people. First is a feminine figure who is draped in this incredibly simple but very chic black dress that kind of flows down almost to the ground, and she's wearing these like leather boots with a lovely heel, like accessorized simply, but you're like, I never would have thought of that, but God, it looks good. And she's wearing a large black sun hat that in her looking down covers the majority of her face. You see, you don't see any hair. It looks like it has been wrapped up in some sort of like headscarf or covering. You see like the bits of like probably like some like Hermes like headscarf of sorts. It's very chic. And next to her is a tall man who is like looks like he was carved from a statue, just gorgeous. He probably stands at about 6'3". He has like beautifully curled kind of like sandy blonde hair, and is wearing a like fitted white t-shirt with like kind of shorter sleeves, but for some reason it looks way too good, and like some dress pants with a belt and some shoes. Very simple. And beyond the mist, you can see as he walks, his shadow, you see springing out of it a very large pair of feathered wings. Don't see them on him though. And just for like vibes, I need you to know that like as they're walking, if this was like a movie, Naughty Girl by Beyonce is playing as they walk. Like those, it's like slow-mo, it's giving.
I'm obsessed. In sync. I love it. I'm on jaw on the floor. I am obsessed with this woman. Oh.
Just like her daddy. Anyways, keeping their friends. And you see like Aeaea suddenly gets very nervous, and he picks up his bouquet, and you see like Aphrodite, she pulls ahead and kind of walks past you, just like, not like she like shoves past you, she just breezes around and approaches Ares, and the two of them embrace, and you just see the other figure stops and just kind of like tilts his head to the side, and then in a flash you just see sudden movement and the sound of struggling, and all of a sudden this other figure has both Phobos and Deimos in a headlock. And it's like, no, stop it. And he just starts going, yield, and they're like, never! Like fucking feral raccoons. And he goes like, fine, and then looks up past you guys and just goes, Mama! And the two of them flop and look to the side and go, you wouldn't. He just goes, the boys, they have not cleaned up for lunch. And they're just like, no! As like Aphrodite approaches them and she like licks her thumb and rubs at their faces. And as you pull away, they're like very suddenly perfectly groomed. Their hair combed back, not a speck of dirt on their face. They look like street dogs who have suddenly been shaven into poodles. Like it's
Oh my
like
god.
wet cats. They're just kind of like hanging there, looking very
So
upset.
beautiful.
And Eros lets them go. And then just kind of like switches. He doesn't have hair that's that long, but he just kind of straightens. And he looks to all of you. And then looks away again. And goes and gives Ares a big bear hug. And goes, Papa! And you see the family, who often hang in their usual groups, but occasionally like to meet up every now and then. It's like the Ares, the ones that like were very much like the father, and the ones who were very much like your mother. What would you guys like to do?
I don't know.
What do we do? I feel like we're interrupting some kind of.
Yeah, like we have to
Yeah.
like we're intruding.
Is
Yeah.
feel sad an option? Because, damn. A
Damn.
healthy family relationship? Damn. Damn.
You just kind of stand there in silence until somebody.
Can
Yeah.
I do a slightly
Yeah.
loud?
Raise my hand.
You see, as like Ares is like reaching into a pack and kind of takes out like a small bundle of what looks like blood red wooden arrows and hands them to Eros, who just kind of looks at them and then says like, thank you, and also does the same thing where he like sheaths them but they disappear. And then the two of them just kind of pause and look around like the, oh, I forgot. Slightly bitchy. And Ares just goes, right, yeah. He kind of like walks straight up to you and then pushes past you and heads over to his bike where he starts rummaging through the bags. While Eros and Aphrodite are just kind of like watching you guys, studying you intensely. All of you feel suddenly very seen in this
Ash is
moment.
avoiding eye contact entirely. It's like, nope, not looking.
Maddie,
Yes.
what does Theo see when he looks at Aphrodite?
What does Theo see when he looks at Aphrodite?
Is this a question? Just a
Yeah.
question.
No, I'm asking you. What does Theo
Oh,
see
it's me.
when he sees Aphrodite? As
Does it-
her
Is
her
this the
face
canon explanation that has to
raises-
look like someone?
Aphrodite looks like the most beautiful woman Theo has ever seen.
Oh. So she looks like Mila then. And I'm not gonna say
On main?
I'm just gonna do a double take. I'm just gonna do a double take and not say anything.
I would say that Aphrodite looks like Mila as with the spirit she had 7 years ago.
So
I was
devastating.
about I was about to ask, when you say that she looks like Mila, does she look like current Mila or like she did when you first met her?
She's still an adult, by the way. She's not a teenager.
Yeah,
Mila,
still
but
an
more
adult,
so
but like
the way Mila looks now, but
altered reality.
like happier
That hurts.
as she like kind
Damn.
of lifts her face. The rest of you can decide whatever you think Aphrodite looks like if you would like, but then puts her face down again.
Monique's face is just bright red entirely. Like she's just stunned, mouth dropped and stuff. I honestly I think she's just seen Aphrodite as Aphrodite presents because I don't think Monique has anyone that she's actually in love with. And so she's just like,
Deer in the headlights.
So
literally,
who the
that's
fuck
actually,
are
she
you?
can't move. She's terrible around Aphrodite's daughters.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's Eris speaking.
Oh, I see where Sasha gets it now.
Alors, yes. No.
Ah.
We are currently on a quest to find my papa. As we were sent on a prophecy, and Ares was helping us in return for a sword.
Okay.
Can we ask a question of you, Madam Aphrodite?
Well, it's Eros who's speaking to us, I thought.
Or Eros? Or anyone?
What?
I was wondering if you would know why the whole world can't sleep.
No, not really. I think Zeus is working on it.
Have you called the god of sleep lately? Has he shown up to your weekly meetings?
No.
Okay.
No one can get into the underworld.
Jezebel was right.
So, I once heard a story that someone loves someone else so much that they walk through the underworld. Was that true? Is that a yes or a no? Well, I was wondering if that's, if that way is still paved. Can we get there?
I don't
Went
know.
by the name of Orpheus.
So what? He like twists his arm, and you just see like very suddenly a large snake appears in his hand, and he leans into you and then looks to Mila and goes, "Why do you want to test that theory?" And the snake extends towards her.
Oh.
Hey, let's not get too
I'm
slithery in this
just
situation.
kidding. And he twists it and puts it away and goes, "You demigods take everything so serious."
I love a good joke every now and then. Haha, funny. Ha.
What is the snake's name? What is this snake's name?
I don't know. You can name it if you want. I put it back in whatever country town it came from.
That's cute.
Jeremy?
Jeremy.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Jeremy?
And you see Ares finally like pushes past you and is holding an armful of small bottles that swirl with a shimmering golden liquid, and immediately like holds them out to whoever is the closest, probably Jezebel. Just doesn't kind of wait until you've got your arms out, he just dumps them, but you manage to grab them all. Because they're kind of in like a rag of sorts, and you have 10 bottles, so that's 2 uses per person.
Nice. Okay.
He goes, "There you go.
Alors,
I guess
Merci.
you did give it early or whatever. Well, if you have questions, I'll give you 5 minutes. You lot can sit down." And you see Eris. Like, Aphrodite goes and sits down, and so do the twins, but Eris just, like, continues watching you guys, looking between Theo and Mila and just grinning.
oh
He
god.
just likes, he likes to watch.
Alors,
go ahead, Ree.
Our next course of action, Eros was saying that no one can get into the underworld.
Yeah. Not even Hermes. He's fucking pissed off about that.
Oh, d'accord. So that means that there is no way for us
Sandals.
to get down there. Do you have any insight on where next we could go to find any more clues on what would be the next best bet?
To what?
Of course, we cannot survive off of these ambrosias, and we will be useless trying to find where my papa is if we cannot get to sleep at some point.
Well, yeah, those should help.
Mm-hmm. I'm asking if you have any insight on where else we can try if we cannot get into the underworld.
Well, I mean, there's probably a way of getting in. I mean, Hermes doesn't know, but there's other people who probably know. I mean, no one's seen Aeaea or Thanatos for some time, but there's someone else who probably, maybe, he kind of like lives on another wavelength compared to everyone else and just knows shit. He like weirdly comes in clutch every time. Toes the line between life and death and exempt from the rules, even.
Oh,
You could find Pan. He sometimes knows. He's led a couple people there before.
I look at Jezebel.
so
No
okay.
fucking clue where he is though.
What?
Most of the time, if you find one of them goat weirdos, usually they can take you there. Just look for like any place that sells drink in Greece. You might.
I telepathically to Theo go, he's in Aeaea. Remember the satyrs told me he's on Aeaea. Pan is in Aeaea.
I know.
I don't
guess we
think
will
I
try
don't
to
think
find...
Jezebel told Theo Arcadia,
Okay,
but
okay. Yes.
She tells him now.
Monique will kind of thank Ares, and then say, Allah, I guess we will try and find him. Thank you for that.
Is that it?
I don't. Does anyone else have any questions? Because I'd quite like to leave them to their lunch.
You got a minute and a half.
what? Excuse me, Ares. One more question. Would you happen to know where the person is who killed your brother?
No.
Would
I
you
don't.
want to know?
Sure.
Do we get anything if we told you once we found them? What would you do if you found that person?
Theo, stop.
Not
I
much
feel like this is
can
more than one
do,
question.
but I can certainly facilitate some consequences.
Thank you for your hospitality.
He like turns away and walks away. Eros, yeah, what's up, Kiki?
I was just going to talk to Ares for a quick
Yeah,
second.
go for it before he leaves. He starts to turn.
Ares, your lordliness.
He like looks to you and is like deadpan, raising an eyebrow.
I apologize for my outburst earlier. As I'm sure you are aware, rage is a volatile thing.
Better than anyone.
I do have a question for you, however, if you are willing to answer aside.
What's the question?
The last time that we spoke with somebody in the underworld, they said that something was stolen. Do you have any idea what that could have been? Anything worth stealing in the underworld?
Well, yeah. Helm of Darkness. It got nicked by Hephaestus. But they got it back before he could destroy it, so it's just back in the underworld now, really.
But they said something was stolen after Hephaestus died.
Not that I've heard of.
Thank you.
And I accept your apology.
Thank you for that as well.
Listen. Rage is good when aimed. If you let it rule you, you'll just end up fodder. And everyone will blame you for it. Because it will be your fault. Good luck.
Sometimes you have a choice.
Whatnot.
Allez. Allez. D'accord. We go.
Ooh! Stretch.
Big stretch.
Crack my
You
back.
guys go off, and Eris is just kind of left watching you all. And he looks to you, Monique, and cocks his head, and you see a very familiar flash of pink over his eyes that you had seen in your friend a few times. And he watches you, and he suddenly has a look of pity on his face. He just goes, "Oh, sweetheart," and then kind of looks down at his nose at you with a like pathetic look on his face, and then he turns and heads back towards his family.
She like goes to like instantly. There's every like Parisian part of her that wants to like at the floor. Like as he turns away, she's like. Just turns and goes back, like continues with the group, and she's just like, "Ugh. Just as annoying as his son.
Alrighty.
Allez. So we have to find where Pan is, everyone.
Yeah.
Aha! The satyrs actually, well, Dionysus actually told me that. That was one of the things he told me. I thought I said that earlier. Pan is in Arcadia.
Right.
Where is that?
In
Greece.
Greece.
Alors, d'accord. Then
So we're going in a big old circle.
then we go to Greece, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
we could.
so.
I think it might be easier to take the train. Just take a train to Greece than to take the car itself. We could take the bike onto the train with us.
We probably have to get a train down to Italy first, and then across. A lot of changes. I mean, we are very high up in France right now.
Yes.
We can't sleep. We can't sleep here, so might as well go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
We could drive.
Monique's
What's wrong with
already
driving?
sad.
I mean, train might be a good idea. It would also give us a chance to sleep now that we have these.
Yes.
I'm so tired. And if we can rest, we all should get some rest. If we can all be on the move at the same time while resting,
We could still. I mean, we literally can't fall asleep, so we could do staggered rest. So
Sure,
that
it's
some
a
of
long
us
trip, right?
stay awake until the others have finished their rest, and then like we could do half and half.
Are we sure that these would put us to sleep, or do they just rejuvenate?
I don't know.
There's a
but
chance we
No,
don't
that's a
sleep
good
at all.
question. Well, in that
that's
case-
Yes.
true, I guess.
Alors, let us, why don't we grab a coffee, and we can get on a sleeper train now.
Sounds like a plan.
You know, there is this really cute little cafe that is just around the corner from my grandma used to live.
Oh. We could go there then, I guess.
Please.
Okay, we'll go there.
Monique's like got a little bit of a skip in her step as she's like, okay, cool. Great.
I asked.
Yeah.
Jezebel asks little questions of like, what sort of pastries would you recommend if I'm looking for something like a little bit more safe? Like just asks like little, like, oh, like what do you recommend? Giving Monique opportunity
Monique
to be happy.
is delving so deep. She's like, it depends on what you're partnering it with. If you have a cabriolet, you know, and she's going through like a whole bunch.
Alright, I think I've worked it out. I think it's about a 10-hour train to Italy, and then usually you take a ferry to get to Greece.
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
We're in
Sleep
bed.
train.
23-hour ferry.
Oof.
But we have a boat.
You do have a boat.
We do
And it
have
turned
that.
into a
on the water
plane?
again.
We're in Paris right now.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Greece is
Where were you
24
from?
hours away? That's insane.
It's
Yeah.
just because it's like you guys are kind of up and Greece is kind of over here, like on the other
Yeah.
side of Europe.
Oh
Would
my
it-
god. Wild.
Would it hypothetically be faster if Monique did drive us?
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so. No.
With traffic,
The
So,
probably
because-
not.
fastest way for you
Traffic-
guys to get there would be to sail the whole way.
Yeah.
We can
'Cause
sail.
With driving, you've got like the mountain ranges stuff, like the Dordogne area and stuff. It's like a whole.
And also you're having to go
Lots
through
of rounds,
multiple
lots of turns.
countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just sail.
I mean,
But we could sail.
I have driven through France in like 10 hours before, but like it was like 10 hours.
Are we trying to
yeah.
be
I
safe
think
or are we trying to
it's-
be fast?
think we might need
Safe.
Sail. Sail to sail.
Okay. Train it
Just
is.
doesn't look happy about it.
Cafe first, then the train, correct?
D'accord. Café and then train. We'll book a sleeper train.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So, you guys are going to a cafe and then booking some train tickets and you guys are going to take the potions on the train.
I think that's the plan.
Just to, what's the plan? Is that the plan?
think
Yes,
that's
we
the
take
plan.
the potions on the train,
Yeah.
right?
So that we can
Here's a
rest.
question.
Oh.
Will those potions remove only one exhaustion point, or they remove any exhaustion points?
They remove one.
Long rest, I think.
Remove one.
And we have one, right? Or do we
So-
have two?
We have
it's
two.
coming
We
The
have
from
two.
longer, the longer you leave taking it, the less effective it will be.
The more exhaustion points
Mm.
we get.
I have another question. These
Yes.
bottles, they're like only good for one use essentially.
But
Great.
you all have 2 each.
We all have
Yeah.
2 each. We have 10.
Excellent.
I'm tempted to fix the sleep situation first. If we can find a way into the underworld. I don't know.
I
Well,
think we
Pan
should
and-
we should
to
get to
Pan
Pan
in
because
order-
he's. I think Pan is the way to the underworld. I think that's what Ares is
Gotcha.
getting at.
I don't think we're gonna find it on our own.
Because you brought up
No.
Orpheus and Eurydice, but Hermes was the one who got Orpheus to the underworld. And if Hermes can't get into the underworld, then
We have no chance. If
We
God
can
can't
also
do it-
ask. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that was the end of my sentence.
Oh, okay. We can try and ask Circe. I mean,
I believe Circe is not the answer here. If
no, I don't
Ares
think
thought
so.
that Circe would be able to get us in, he'd probably recommend Circe as he knows where we have come from and our relationship with her. He did not seem like he wanted to spite us. He wants the same endgame as us, so I think we should trust his judgment. I believe Pan is our best answer for getting to the underworld.
But she might know who is capable of closing off the underworld to Hermes, even.
that's true. We should call her on the
What-
train because then
Yes.
we'll still be.
Yes, we
Yes.
still go to Pan.
As you guys are
Alors,
talking, you find
d'accord.
your way into a cafe, just kind of talking over your plan. Alright.
I guess we will order coffees and
you
stuff
guys
and that
get,
sort of thing.
You get some coffees. You see everyone is drinking like little espressos and they're just whipping them back.
Cafe au lait, all the way.
Merci. You feel a little bit hands trembling. You're ready to go. You guys make your way to the train station where you book some overnight tickets that are going to take you to like the first long haul, which is getting you to Italy, and then the rest of the way. I will say, because you guys aren't going from Athens to Catania. You guys don't have to take a ferry. If you guys get to probably like the more northern part of Italy, which you can, and then drive the rest of the way, it wouldn't be the full 33 hours because you guys aren't going like this. You guys would be going like this, because you guys would you were coming from Athens, which is in the like kind of southeast of Greece, while Aeaea is more towards like the central north-ish. So yeah, probably from wherever there's the ones I was looking at, I think drop you in Milan, but I don't know where Milan is on a map. So, but probably to then drive to get into Aeaea would probably be maybe just under 20 hours of driving. Alrighty, so you guys book your overnight train, you spend the money, we'll work the money out later, I'm not bothered. I kind of was like, I give you money, and as long as you're not ridiculous with it, I'm like, nah.
Bet.
You guys book your overnight train tickets, shuffle your way through, holding onto your bags with all of your might. People are asking if you need help with your tickets, and you're like, no, we're good. And then keep heading through until eventually you find yourselves getting onto a large overnight train. You end up in a cabin of sorts that has like almost like fold down bunk beds that are kind of seats with like a sticky outy table in the middle. I'm gonna pretend that for some reason 5 people can sleep in here, even though that makes no sense. It should be 4, but I don't want one of you just awkwardly by yourselves, unless one of you
Isabel
wants
curls
mean-
up
silence
in a
right
ball on the little table.
Theo would probably be by himself.
now. Alright, you end up in a different cabin. The rest, everyone else is in one, like, full, but you guys
Several of us.
you guys are like
I'll
across
be by
from each other. Think like Hogwarts Express core, but like with really uncomfortable, almost like mats that fold down. Yeah, I've been on an overnight train in India. That was so fun. Anyways,
Oh my god, European ones are so nice.
they look like that. Anyways, you guys settle in. What would you like to do?
And is there a smoke detector in
No,
the cabin?
this is France.
Okay.
So true. It's
Technically-
2005.
Yeah, it's 2005. Technically, you're probably not meant to smoke, but there is an ashtray and the window can open.
Open the window. And can I burn like a macaroon or something and try to communicate with a god?
Sure. You had brought something from the cafe with you when you kind of settle in. Is this in like your own cabin?
Yes.
Cool. The people who are might be in the same cabin with you haven't arrived just yet. You guys pulled up fairly early, and you do so. Which god would you like to communicate with, and what do you say?
I'm going to try and communicate with Mila's mom.
With Taiki?
Mm-hmm.
And what would you like to say?
May I please ask you a question, Miss Taiki?
Do you say anything else?
I come to ask about your daughter.
Do you ask the question?
Yeah.
What's the question?
Is it my fault that she lost her powers? Lost her luck?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, because you haven't taken
Okay.
the potion yet.
Oh, wait. Okay. I would. Alright. Persuasion. +0. Oh, man, Maddie.
Ooh.
That sucks.
Hey!
No issue.
That first roll was a 17.
Hmm.
Okay. It's not terrible yet. It's not terrible yet. Oh my god, that's a natural 20.
Alright, so 17. You don't hear anything back. You don't hear words. However, you feel the train jolt, almost like they're starting to wake it up, almost like people are still boarding, but it's almost like the conductor has taken his place. And you see on the table where there was like some scraps that had been left over, from under a piece of paper, something metal flies onto the ground of the train with a clatter.
I don't know what that means. Justin doesn't. If that's affirmative or not.
Yeah, you see a piece of metal on the ground. Do you look at it?
I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, you pick up a coin. It's just like a euro coin. Except when you go to pick it up, you see that it had landed on its side and spun a little bit before finally falling heads. And you pick it up, look it over. It's just a coin.
I'm gonna try and put 2 and 2 together. Okay, Miss Taiki. Heads, it was my fault. Tails, it wasn't. And I flipped the coin. Oh god.
You flip it onto the table, and it springs onto the table and flies out of the open window.
The third secret option.
No.
I look
Never let
outside. What is it? I look outside. Did it attach to anything?
Fallen through the grates, you can't see it.
In the side of the hills, you see, never let them guess your next move.
It's in the font of the Hollywood sign.
Can I go through the grate at all? Can I check?
It's like fallen through,
Fuck.
like you're not getting it back. It's gone.
Buddy.
Oh. Okay, Miss Taiki. I'm sorry if I angered you. But is there a way for me to make up for what I did? And if there is, please tell me. I'll do anything. Anything. If there is a way I can help get Mila's luck back, I will do anything. Please.
Damn. Can you roll a persuasion check flat?
Okay. Why am I sweating? Okay.
Understandable.
My hands are literally sweating. Flat plus 0. Jesus Christ. That's a 15.
You don't hear anything. But, roll either insight or history. Flat.
Insight or history? Insight. History is -1, so definitely insight +2. Okay. That is the 12 plus 2. That's a 14.
Okay. You have a thought cross your mind after a minute. Just kind of combing together some memories as you ask that. And something like a realization, and you're not sure if you thought of it or if it was something maybe implanted. All of this, you're not sure if Tahi was even here. Was this all just coincidence? Luck? Strange. But I'm gonna message you what you realize. And I'm gonna more so because I want to let
Yeah.
Theo
Oh
do
no.
it.
But Maddie, we're nosy.
I know. More so that I want Theo to kind of like approach this as he would without you guys like knowing it's coming.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared, guys. Okay. The fuck? What the fuck? This is a long message. Maddie's typing for a
No,
long
I'm
time.
just thinking of what to say.
Okay.
I'm
What could
just gotta
possibly
word
go
these things
wrong?
correctly, you know?
Theo just has to, become the new Sisyphus, whatever it's called, and, to get the powers back. It's fine. It's fine. He's launching himself off a mountain. No big deal. What could possibly go wrong?
Holy.
So glad you asked.
This is such a long message. Oh my god.
No, I'm just writing very slowly.
It just says you lost the game.
No. Can't believe it. It's so messed up.
Can't believe you've done this.
Been the reason the whole time Mila just lost the game. That's why their luck's been terrible this whole time.
Okay.
The best part is she
There you
wouldn't even
go.
know what the game is.
Mm.
Let me know
What
if
if
you understand what I'm
2005?
saying.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Alright, and we'll break away from this as you sit with that for a moment. The rest of you, is there anything you guys would like to do before you take the potion?
Mila has a thing.
I have a thing that I'd kind of like to do
Mm-hmm.
before I forget about it with my Aeaea brain. Well, we're just kind of like sitting down, like kind of
The train
Curling up
starts
for-
going.
curling up for nap time or whatever. I'm gonna slide up to Ash. I have like minimal privacy, but just kind of slide up to them and whisper, You said we're all going home today. Ash, where are you from? I
Kind
never
of like
asked.
just sighs a little bit. I was from England originally.
Oh, I thought you were French like Monique for a moment. I'm so sorry.
No.
It's not a bad thing, by the way. I don't want it to sound like
I
a
didn't-
bad thing. I just
No, I
It
didn't
is
think you
not.
call it that. It's not me, it's you. Yeah, just strange to be back there. I mean, England's a small place in comparison to some places, but I mean, it wasn't quite where I was from, but yeah. Felt weird being that side of the pond again, I guess.
sometimes where you're from and where you're born, they are not the same.
That's true.
Just like your home is not always your house. A house is not always home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Home
Are you
is
okay?
what you choose it to be. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I'm gonna hold their hand.
Aw.
Give a light squeeze.
Yeah, they'll just hold yours and kind of squeeze it back. I'm okay. It was just, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I
I'm
haven't been there
sorry.
since I was 12, so that was, at least it was brief, you know? Glad we didn't have to make our own way back to France. I had already had to do that once.
That would be a long walk, drive. I don't. You know, it is weird
I
here.
walked through the Eurotunnel the first time.
What is
It's a long
Eurotunnel?
way. It's like, well, it's like a big, long train tunnel that goes from England to
You
France.
walked through the train tunnel?
It was very dark.
Why
There were
would you
monsters
walk
down
through
there.
the train? What the fuck?
I had to leave somehow,
Ah,
but
you
I
did
got to the
this
other
on your
side,
own?
and it's fine. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't have anyone back then.
Ah,
It was the one thing I ever asked my mom for, and when I got to the other end, kind of just shrugs.
I
got
give
what I
them a
asked
little hug.
No. Hugs you back. You know, twice I've asked her for the same thing, and twice she's given it to me. Then twice she's also taken it away.
Well,
Hurts a little bit.
I suppose that is balance. You cannot have one scale weigh more than the other. Eventually, they have to equalize.
But it doesn't feel balanced. It's never felt right. Ever since she left, I've felt imbalanced. And that brief time we were back together again, things just made sense. But, well, and history kind of repeated itself. I was stupid. I should have
Oh, Ash.
thought. Should have thought
That's
about it.
not-
And
It is not a bad thing to have hope. Especially in people that you care for.
just,
And sometimes it just breaks your heart.
yeah. I just need things to go better next time. I can't keep doing this.
I hope for your sake you find peace. Be
Yeah.
that in whatever form it may take.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you guys know these potions operate very similarly to the angelic rest, whatever. You guys essentially pass out for a minute and then recover the effects of a long rest. What would you guys like to do?
How much time do we have left in this session?
Do we take now?
22 minutes.
Okay.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we actually sleep or
I-
do we just feel good?
You guys just feel good, really.
Interesting.
Right. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. Ash was gonna continue talking to Myla if that's okay. I don't want to take up
Sure.
too much
If
time.
you,
Sorry, I did. Yeah.
all good.
It would have been a kind of natural continuation of that. So I just
Go
want to,
ahead.
yeah. 'Cause, yeah. Probably just kind of just take that moment, to just kind of letting those kind of emotions sit for a bit, and I'll kind of just like lean their head on Myla's shoulder and go, "What about you?"
Don't turn this on me right now. I have
No,
not
no.
slept
If
in
you
48
don't wanna talk
hours.
about it-
I'm on the 4th day of my period, and 7
I
years of
know.
my life has been a fucking lie. So let's not switch this on me right now.
Okay, but just you don't have
to keep it to yourself unless you want to. I'm here to listen if you want. I'm just letting you know. It doesn't have to be more than that.
I love you very much, Ash, but I wouldn't know where to put it.
Okay. Well, when you find the woods, I'm here. Okay. Doesn't have to be right now. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It doesn't have to be a week from now.
I have a lot of words, but I don't think you would understand any of them.
Okay. Well, when you figure out how to translate them for me, let me know. Kind of gives you a nudge.
I'll drop several consonants, yeah.
I'll get the gist of it.
You best. And I give them a little kiss on their forehead.
Aw.
Alright.
Yeah.
What you doing? Are you guys taking your potions?
Yeah.
Alright. Theo, are you?
Theo's gonna take the potions that he needs to. He's probably just gonna sit on top of the train.
Well, it's going?
Yeah,
Oh
why
my
not?
god.
No!
Fear,
It's not a thing you can
so
sit on.
dangerous,
As a
bro.
person-
That's so
Are
European
dangerous.
European trains
is-
different?
as a person
yes.
as a person who is proficient in all vehicles, you know that the Euro train, as it goes through the channel, is one of the. It's like the Japanese bullet train. It's very fast.
See, you know what's funny? Fun Justin fact. My dad's actually a train engineer, and they don't
that's
go
cool.
into tunnels like that. There's like a place to sit on top, which is what I was thinking. But how? I learned something new about you Europeans. How fun is that?
So real fast.
so
Your trains are
Justin does
very
not do
different
that.
in America as well. Like, your trains
Yeah.
are
Yes,
so
very
different.
My American is
Question,
showing.
are
I'm
we
so
going
sorry.
through the channel?
No, you wouldn't be. Oh, whatever.
I like the way that she
Backwards,
thinks of it,
and then
but
you
does
go back
Aries
through
for
again.
It's
Sorry,
still a train
that's
going
so
very
true. It's a
fast.
very, very
And
fast
there would
train.
definitely be a lot of low bridges.
I'm
They
just
don't do,
thinking
like,
of
Europe.
Yeah, so like
so
they don't do like an AC thing or
Definitely
anything
train
on
travel is a
top.
lot more popular in Europe than it would be in America,
It is.
yeah.
and they're good at it.
I love you,
Really?
Amtrak.
Amtrak
I
is
wish
like
you
the
went
only
further.
train system you guys have that I
I
actually
know.
really like.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
do they have like a little lunch car situation? That
Yeah, they'll
thing?
have lunch cars and like they'll have like viewing cars in that
Anything
sense on like
from
certain
the
things.
planet? Anyways,
I watched
So
so
I
many
would-
train videos.
before all of this, I'll just bring us back. Because you do something before that. As you guys drink your potions, you get a long rest. Yay!
Yeah.
You no longer have a point of exhaustion. However, immediately after you take it, all of you black out. Just like lean into your seats and pass out. Not
Right.
you.
Cool.
You feel incredibly woozy for a second. All of you experience this together. You can, like, looking to the side blurrily, you can see your friends. All of you are kind of floating in a seemingly endless grey expanse. What would you like to do?
Are we in there with each other?
You are.
Can I roll perception?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Roll flat. Guess you're not exhausted.
17.
Amazing. You kind of see all your friends and you feel incredibly sleepy almost. But softly you hear a familiar voice. Hello? Is anyone there?
Hugo?
What?
Hugo?
You kind of see distantly there's a figure who starts getting closer to you, floating. What did you say?
Hugo?
You see a figure kind of draped in white, a very familiar curly mop of brown hair without the bags. Older. You know my son.
Morpheus?
Oh!
He has a pair of large white wings behind him. And he steps closer. His eyes are glowing a strange white.
Are you trapped? Do you need help?
I don't know. I've been floating here for a long time. I heard my father yell, and then I was pushed here. I can't feel my body. I can't go back. I can't travel. No one's dreaming. Who are
Where were
you?
you when this
Sleeping
happened?
Dragon?
Friends of your son.
Demigods. You.
Yeah.
He narrows his eyes and kind of winces for a second before realization of familiarity sparks in his eyes and goes, "Oh no, I do know you. You were the ones I could reach first before.
You sent the dream.
I don't know.
Where were you before
Hello.
this? When you said you were with your father? Where were you when this happened? Do you remember?
In the realm of dreams, where we go when those dream. We fall asleep in the underworld, but I cannot return to my body. I do not know where my father is. It was dark for so long. It seems as he speaks to you, it's as if he is remembering details. And then I was ripped out of a dream. I heard my father's warnings and escaped. I've tried to reach for him, but I cannot. The dream world has a darkness running through it. I'm hiding. I'm hiding from her. She's
From
looking
who?
for me.
Who?
Who is she?
I don't know.
Is she immortal like you?
You need.
Um,
I can't reach you. You're too far away. You need to get
we
closer.
have to... Zaka,
Closer to where I am. My body. You need. And then I can pull you in.
Where was your body?
In the
he said the underworld.
If you get to an entrance, I can bring
Where?
you in.
Where would
Okay.
we find an entrance?
They change.
We're going to plan to find it. We will find an entrance. If you are hiding us being here, are we going to draw her to you now?
I do not know.
Can you remember anything else about her? Any details? Anything?
Dark. Like a parasite. A mother. You need to go.
Mother.
And he pushes you, and all of you wake up.
I hit my head on the bunker above me.
Oh,
You managed to miss it. Just
Oh.
just like a pillow falling on your face, and you're like, you're fine.
That's lucky.
Wait, Mila?
What?
I go into my pocket and see if I can find a coin of some kind.
You have your drachma.
Mila? Heads or tails?
Tails?
Flip it.
It lands, it kind of clatters around a little bit, and then kind of rolls onto the floor, tails.
That is not surprising. It always does that.
No. Mila, I pick it up again. Again.
It's
Once is a
just going to
coincidence.
keep being tails.
Guess heads then.
Okay, fine. Heads.
Flip it.
B, flip a coin. Or roll
I
a
don't have a.
D20, odds and evens.
I have a coin.
Okay,
Flip it, Gigi, flip it.
Okay.
flip it.
It is on heads,
That's what you get.
actually. Yeah, because that's
oh.
Mila.
no.
Once is a coincidence. Twice.
No.
One more.
No.
One more.
Alors, what is you are meant to be unlucky, huh?
I don't know what I am meant to be anymore.
If I think there's anything that many of us has learned over the years, it's maybe not to test luck. Let's
Not
take
to
it as
dream
it
more.
comes.
Maybe something to keep an eye on then. Oh my god.
I'm not one for holding hope on it.
We have to try at least. The little things. Ash is still like holding the coin, like ready to flip it a third time, but doesn't.
Just quickly.
Oh.
Can I enter?
Theo, yeah, I was gonna say, Theo, you wake up from the same dream. Are you joining everyone else?
I'm going to go to the door and hear what they're talking about.
You see that they're asking Mila to flip a coin.
I'm just gonna say a soft thank you in Greek to the Taiki.
What are you thanking her for? She hasn't done anything.
Yeah, I know. I still say thank you for the answer.
Fair enough.
And then I enter. You guys all saw that dream?
We did the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alors, of course we are linked, I suppose.
You guys look paler than usual. Interesting.
Ah?
Yeah, I can't relate. Sorry. It's always so fascinating. But
What are you saying? I look paler than usual. I look the exact same. What are you talking about? I feel
Which is
incredible.
Oh, sure,
always
honey.
good.
Monique,
Yeah,
I
sure.
think
Don't
it's
come
wonderful.
in and start being rude to me as soon as I feel more rested. You will put me in a bad mood again, huh?
No,
Yeah,
it's a
Come in
compliment.
in your you come
You
in
have
your
good
stripy
mood?
shirt and you expect me to enjoy how you look, huh?
Monique,
No,
you
it's
have
a
good mood?
compliment. You look great. I'm just gonna, pat Monique on the arm. Look at you, looking like
She's
you.
recoiling instantly.
Okay, all right, fine. Try to give people a compliment, and this is the treatment that they
turn-
give you. Interesting.
I turn towards
Okay.
Jezebel. I go, Jerry is out.
Jerry.
So,
Jerry?
Don't overthink that.
Um,
Jerry.
Dory!
Jerry is out.
we're headed to Arcadia, right? We find Pan, then He finds a way into the underworld. We get Morpheus. Easy peasy. Everyone takes a nap. How fun is that?
I don't think
Sure,
it's
if
the
you want to put it that
easier.
way.
We are on a bit of a time crunch, truly. We only have really 2 days to get Morpheus out.
Easy. I love a good jailbreak. What could possibly go wrong?
Honestly, this
Can
is
you
just,
stop
a
saying that?
typical weekend.
Mass sleep
Typical.
deprivation, people hallucinating, many mortals harming one another. Does that ring any
Oh.
bells?
Suddenly people
Okay.
start seeing the Hat Man. Big deal.
They might
No,
start
what?
seeing demons, and that's a whole different
Oh,
issue.
suddenly this is not a welcoming
Um,
atmosphere.
Alors, I mean, a week without sleep will kill people. You know, it says we need to make sure that that does not happen.
Or they'd go clinically insane. There was some
Morpheus-
experiments on this.
You know,
Morpheus
I heard-
mentioned Morpheus mentions a mother of darkness. What's a mother? As we know, the darkness and then mother. Alors, what do you say?
I believe Jezebel said parasite.
Yes,
Mm.
he said dark, like a parasite, a mother.
Question for all those
Yes.
smarter than me. Not for you, Maddie. This is in character. You know,
Zeus pokes at it. What?
Morpheus is the god of dreams, right?
Mhm.
Is there a god of nightmares?
Morpheus.
Uh,
He's the god
Oh,
of all
encompassing.
dreams. I don't know,
All
maybe
dreams, but
sometimes he has collaborations with Phobos and they're just like, woo,
Mm.
But yeah, he's the god of all dreams.
oh,
He's
okay.
most known for prophetic dreams, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna share a glance with Ash. If it is Dark Mother,
Mhm.
do you think it is Bonica, the grandmama?
Oh. You don't think?
I don't think she would, but I have no proof she wouldn't.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know what beef she would have with the gods. The gods always feared her.
yeah.
Who are we talking about? Wait, Ash, is there any other evil family members that we need to know about?
I don't.
Spit it out. Don't lie to me.
Whoa.
Pretty
Hey,
please.
let's not
Hey,
phrase it like that.
Come on,
please.
Come on. I'm just wondering.
Ash's family is not evil. They are my family too.
They sure are. Interesting.
I'm
Good people
trying
do bad things sometimes, okay?
Tell me about it. Um,
I'm pretty much done trying to assign morality to the gods themselves. But if we're going off details like parasite, I'm tempted to look towards the mother of Athena, because the story is that Zeus tried to hide the affair from Hera by turning Athena's mother into a fly and eating the fly, and then Athena came fully formed from his head because he got a headache, and so he cut off his head, and then boom, Athena. You know, childbirth is like that. But the fly is still in his head. Now, flies aren't necessarily parasitic, but if we're talking about a being in another being, and Zeus is acting different than usual, could be that there's just another being inside him.
I think he's more
Allah.
just pissed off than anything
Just
else.
kind of a asshole all around.
Just a game,
We are saying that Zeus is acting different from normal. We do not know Zeus. We cannot attest to that sort of theory. I don't think.
No
Um,
worries.
I
I was
think-
just throwing stuff out there. I'm just thinking. I'm over here.
The
fine.
mothers that I can think of who do not like the gods, I think of Echidna, and I think of Gaia.
Gaia would be a real problem.
Gaia wanted revenge against the gods for years. Echidna was a part of that, was she not?
and Echidna is the mother of monsters. That is all I can assess. Those are the mothers I think of.
Things are connecting now, from the father to the mother. That's what Kaya said.
Oh,
Mother.
Yes.
Ranos.
Yes.
From the mother. Well, from the
to
mother to the father.
Gaia?
Yeah.
Is
But-
it Ranos to Gaia?
It
Or
It was from the
From
mother
whose
to the
to that?
father.
From the
From
mother
the
to
mother
the father.
the
Yes.
father. Okay.
Which
I mean-
means, could someone say this in English, please? I'm lost.
I'm sorry, I thought you
It's all
understood
Greek
every
to me.
language.
You know what?
Oh.
I deserve that, Mila. Just
She's not even looking at you when she says it. She's just like looking at the sky.
Well, it's all Greek to me.
Hello.
It is all great. That's sort of the point. Yeah.
I know.
Well,
Okay. Imiacho. So, we had the children, the true father and mother. You had Renos and Gaia, and the others Rhea and such, etc., etc. If we think of parasitical or darkness, I think of monsters. Don't you have Typhon and Echidna? They are the father and the mother of monsters, huh? And they hate the gods. They know it's a good idea, maybe?
isn't Zeus also the
Maybe.
father of Echidna, or is that's just Greek family being Greek family? The myths change
I
every
don't
other
think so.
decade back then.
I don't
Echidna's
think
parents
Zeus.
are Forces and Ceto from memory.
Gotcha.
So, alors, I those are my thoughts. I do not think it. I don't. It is people
would
who
not
do not like the
expect-
gods in some way.
Maddie,
Yes.
just with all these ideas being thrown out there and all these different things that we, especially with the dream and everything, and how Movius like seems like he's been cut off and is like stuck almost in this like place. Does any of that ring any sort of bells in any kind of myths that I have heard or anything like that in terms of like people being like cut off from their bodies, sent to like other almost like I don't know how to put it in sense, but put into like demi-planes effectively, like their consciousness? Is that a thing that has come up in any Greek myths at
Roll
all?
a religion check.
Religion, okay. 18.
You do not know of people being separated from their bodies. Probably the only two examples you could think of is how gods have been influenced before. Dionysus has done it. Other gods have done it. You also know that gods have been entrapped before, such as when Sisyphus chained Thanatos away. Probably those two things have happened before. It's probably the two conclusions, at least from my memory.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Dark Mother, there's, well, with what we know, they know that there's a mother of darkness of some kind that is behind all of this, but Kaya said from the mother to the father, which means there's a father too. It's not just one of them. And maybe, although only she, whoever she is, seems to be doing anything, you'd think that if it was two of them, they'd be working together. So maybe this is an act of revenge.
Or maybe he is in Tartarus.
Maybe. Whatever she is doing, this feels like it's in retaliation for something else. Perhaps related to whoever this father is. That's revenge.
Mm.
How fun is this? Look at us. I think that's a wonderful thing, but also it doesn't matter because we're about to go to Aeaea. And look at us. We're about to fix a lot of problems. I look to my left. Woo! How fun is
We
that?
should go to a library. Look up some more Greek myths that perhaps have escaped our knowledge.
Mm-hmm. I'll go with you.
Maybe they even have one on the train. Let's look. I grab Ash.
There is not. There's only a cafe. They are gone.
Before they come, like, wait, I need to.
I wanted
Slap.
to also. I wanted to go to the cafe, but now I feel like they are going to go and have a moment in the cafe, and I cannot walk past that.
Is there anything else very specific anyone wants to do on the train? Because probably we're kind of at the point where we're at session end time. But if I'm gonna break at when you guys are getting in the car, is there anything anyone wants to especially do that's important?
No.
Amazing. You guys spend the train ride having a fun time. It's great, writing down theories, having discussions, and eventually it goes fairly quickly, probably because you are so rested, but you do hear chatter through the train, even when the lights are turned off, continues all through the night. People do not sleep. You guys, it's been 10 hours, so you guys don't have your first level of exhaustion yet, but you probably maybe have another probably 10 hours before you would get that point again. Because,
Got it.
you know, but it's kind of weirdly staggered now. But, yeah, whatever.
Time zones.
Time zones, crazy.
Whack.
And you guys get out of the train in Italy. I'll just say for brevity, if there's anything you guys wanted to have collected, gotten in Italy, you guys can let me know after. We can do that in the chats. If you guys wanted to go to a library and do some research, we can do that. DM me. And you guys then all hop in the car and begin the drive to Greece. Can somebody roll a d20?
Sure.
Do it.
Oh no, go for it if you want.
Okay, I'll go. Ha-cha-cha. That's a 7.
7. I don't like that
You
face.
have
Man, I don't like that
It's a
face.
random encounter.
A safe journey. Yeah.
Oh!
That's possible.
What's gonna go wrong now? I don't trust it.
The encounter table.
Maybe we're affected, actually.
And you guys continue to drive. At some point, you guys, during this 20-hour drive, you would gain that one level of exhaustion back. Would you guys, I'm gonna assume, are you guys gonna save the potions until right before you need them? Cool.
I mean, Monique's saving hers, yeah.
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 Yeah,
Which means
you
we're back at
guys
only one
continue
level of
driving
exhaustion again.
off into the sunset, and I think we're gonna end it there, and we'll start next session with you guys arriving back in Greece. So yeah, if you guys wanted to have done anything quickly in Italy or had any conversations, we can do that below the table later on. Just let me know, and we can do a quick little recap next session at the top of the session if we need to. Awesome. Thank you so much everyone for joining us today. I have been Maddie. Hi. And we will say bye-bye to our people. All of you, tell the people where they can find you, starting with Justin.
You can find me wherever Parisian toys are sold, on Twitter, TikTok, and on Instagram at Freddy's Roommate.
Kiki.
Hello, I'm Kiki. You can find me wherever you find feminine rage. All over the internet at Kiki Does Stuff or Kiki Do Stuff here on Twitch. We got a couple of fundraisers going on. You should check them out.
Dearest Ree.
Hi, I'm Ree, or Relentless. You can find me at Relentless on most social media handles. And you can also, if you like a lot of armored content and night stuff or LARPing, if you check out my TikTok over the next week or so, I will be posting some affiliate stuff because I'm now working with Bergschneider, a LARP company, so you can get money off your first LARP kits or your second LARP kits or third or fourth, whichever you like. I'm passing it over to
Faye.
Faye.
Hey. Hey, I'm Faye. I'm Gothic Fairy on TikTok, Gothic Fairy _ on Twitter, Gothic Fairy Cosplay on Instagram, and just Gothic Fairy again on Start Playing. Hey, start playing. Yeah, I do one-shots and I have campaigns also set up on there. If anyone wants to play a game with me, let me know. Yes, that's been me.
And finally, B.
It's me. Hey everybody, I'm B. You can find me at Ben's D&D on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, posting all sorts of stuff on there. You can find me here on Thursdays, being Ash, and on Wednesdays, you can find me over on the Dice Nautism Twitch channel. Currently, New Rollis is on a 10-week break, kind of a mid-season thing, as Nate goes and does cool real-world stuff, doing some fun summer job stuff with theater. It's fucking great. We love it for Nate. But during that time, Jay is running Hero U, which is a Masks the New Generation campaign. We had our first session last night. The bot is available over on there on Twitch for free. Go watch it over there. Yeah, it's a fun old time if you want to see a different TTRPG that isn't D&D. And then every other Sunday you can find me over on twitch.tv/the Chaos Brigade _D&D, where we are just kind of going in towards our final arc of the Chaos Brigade. It's been going 3 years now. We're getting towards the end of it, so come check us out. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. It's every other Sunday. Check out Aeaea 313 on Instagram. Fun stuff coming up on there in July. Go follow it. Go check it out. We really appreciate all the fun support. It's a project we've been working on for over a year. Very excited about it. It's gonna be very, very cool. Am I missing anything? I think that's it. I think that's everything.
Hey, I'm Maddie. This is here my Twitch channel, our YouTube channel if you're watching on the YouTubes. I playing It Takes Two with my friend Tom, and we're doing that on Wednesdays to try and repair our marriage. And it's a very fun time. Otherwise, we'll have the after show either Monday or Tuesday. We didn't get to do it this week, so double the questions, double the fun this time. So please head on over to the Discord where you can ask all of the questions that you so desire, and the cast will answer them and talk about the last 2 sessions. It will be a very fun time. Otherwise, big thank you to our executive producer, Hunter Cam, aka Huntington Camaraderie, as I like to call him, who made a very generous donation. Please donate to the Shaban family. You can find the link in the description or in the chat. Just a way to directly help a Palestinian family who really needs the funds. Thank you so much for your generosity. We will see you next time. Is it Thursday yet? Bye!
Boy.
Bye.
Bye.